Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. One Piece, One Piece. Yeah, that's him. Yo, fuck you mean? Agalov reacted to a chapter since Luffy got his 1.5 billion berry bounty. That is the last time I live reacted to a chapter, period. There's a lot of hype going around. I've been trying to avoid Twitter. I love Twitter so much, it's hard to, but I know people have been hyped over chapters, so I said, I'm gonna contain my hype, my personal hype, and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna live react to this mug because why not? So let's see. Got Jimenez box pulled up because fuck waiting for Viz because I'm a little bit too impatient for all of that. You know what I'm saying? And let's check it. Check it out. Let's see. So let's see what we got here. Chapter 937, Gyukimaru on Oihagi Bridge. Okay, that was a mouthful. Pause. What do we have here? I'm looking at the chat periodically. Please try not to spoil me. I would appreciate that. So this beautiful, beautiful color spread we have here. We got Kinemon, Komurasaki, Momonosuke, and Orochi. And Luffy looked like a badass with the toothpick or whatever in his mouth and the sword. That's a cool color spread. I like that. Shout out to Shonen Jump. Page 3, we got what's this? Another color spread? There's two color spreads? Huh. There's a lot going on in this picture. Okay, I thought that's a little Twitter. And Zero know damn well he ain't reading that map. I'm gonna have to come back and look at this. All right, next page. Wano country en route to Udon from Curry. Little map of this. A long voyage for the sake of food. Mama, mama. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch so fucking much. Yikers. Yikers. All right. Oh, you like Oshiruko? Huh? Oshiruko too? Don't you? Little Tom. She said, little mama. Little Tama. I do. It's delicious. Just the thought of the red bean sweetness spreading through my mouth. Odor, these are children. I know the mochi smooth texture reminds me of that of a frog's eye. This bitch be eating frog eyes? Whatever. That's pretty scary, Olin. I like how Big Mama's got like flowers in her hair like she's a resident of Wano. Yaha! Momo's still practicing. Haha, you think so? Well, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat some more Oshiriko. She's pretty obsessed with Oshiriko. It sounds like she's about to have a little semla bit. No, no. Yikers. Yikers, yikers, yikers. If she somehow recovers her memories once she realizes there's any Oshiroko, then Luffy will be the one in danger instead. Not necessarily, but I can definitely see her having a whole Simla bit. And that'd be trash. Udon prisoner monk. I love how they always show the map, show where we are. Another loss. Now the pleasures have been wiped out too. What y'all niggas thought? Y'all removed the nigga's handcuffs. Of course he's busting y'all ass. Piecing him, bro. I did it wrong again. Rayleigh was able to deflect an elephant's attack without even touching it. Oh, from like when the first time he did it, when he like, hockey blasted that nigga like Sentomaru did. Or like the Admirals. His movements were much lighter. Rayleigh Straw Hat Man, who exactly are you? Wait a minute. Does Hyogoro know who Rayleigh is? Because now he's more and more interested in Luffy. Revelations. Revelations. I like that. Okay. Okay. It's just like wearing an invisible suit of armor. The hockey you showed me at the beginning of my training, it was so advanced. If only I could use it. Mwahaha. You're a tough one, Stride. Us old maid. If you had let me handle this, the execution would be over already, Queen. Nigga, okay, this fake ass scorpion nigga, didn't you get pieced when he still had cuffs on? Get your goof ass out of here. Puff puff. Inhale. What's the fun in that? The length of time and number of fighters are the most exciting things in a battle. Bring him to the bowl. Yes, sir, Queen. Jock it on your bitch ass. How many bowls of Oshiruko is he going to eat? Pause. So you telling me that's a plot. So he just happens to have Oshiruko in this bitch, the shit that Big Mom wants. He just happens to have it. All right, cool, Oda. All right, you good? You got it, bro. You fool. Oshiruko is almost as important to me as the air I breathe. I brought a bunch of it with me. I bet you did. But nobody else is allowed to eat it. It's my favorite. Queen versus Big Mom. This is what we said. Next, bring on these bitch ass niggas. Final Country Ringo. Oihagi Bridge. Highway Robbery Bridge. Do not lie to me. Why is Zoro still fucking with this fodder? How dare you say you met Rio? Oh. Well, the soul itself was slightly different, but what a pitiful lie. The samurai named Ryuma died centuries ago. Legends say that he was able to cut down anybody he faced in an instant. He was an undefeated swordsman. This nigga big as hell, though. Highway robber, warrior monk, Gyokimaru. A man like you could never know the true value of Shisui. Foosh. Zoro. Long ago, back when the Wano country was known as the country of gold. Gold? There were so many pirates who wanted it all for themselves, and so many nobles who wanted to bring this place under their control. There was an infinite line of enemies from the outside world. But Ryuma was the man who showed the world that Wano country samurai were capable. What Wano country samurai were capable of. The tale in which he slayed a dragon that appeared from the sky. Huh? Is only one of the many legends about the great swordsman Ryuma. After his death, he was bestowed the title of Sword God. Is that better than World's Strongest Swordsman? Is Sword God better than World's Strongest Swordsman? Food for thought. And was buried with the world-renowned blade Shusui. Those two are the national treasures of the Wano country. I see. So that's how it is. But that ain't got shit to do with me. Zoro, real nigga. You will return Shisui to me. I hate when I don't have three swords. Joe said, I don't care about all that fuck shit you're talking about. Beat my sword, nigga. Yo, I can dig it. That's geeked. It seems I overestimated you. Shisui is a black blade. It became one. Huh? It became one after its many battles alongside Ryuma. It became one? What does that mean? Nigga, so the Ryuma sword have some sort of metamorphosis? What does that entail? I might need to do some rereading. That's interesting. Because then you think about how his sword became a black blade. So did Mihawk's as well? Well, they didn't start off as black blade. Okay. A spineless brat like you has no right to this sword just because you want it. Became one. Okay, so shit, fuck you mean? Zoro intrigued too. Black blade, my nigga. What is this black blade? This is. I need to do some rereading. This is interesting. some info here. Now that he's mentioned it, I've always been curious about that. Hey, that black blade thing you've been talking about, is it? Kya! Kya! Yeah! Help! Someone please help us, huh? You left an opening. Oh, this nigga sneaky. This nigga cracking him with white beard, Bacento. Zoro trying to say nigga? Turn into a black blade. That's crazy though. You bastard! Don't attack me while I'm distracted. Fighting in open is what leads to victory in the battle. That's why I always wait for the opportunity. He's not wrong, Zoro. You turn your back, he should crack you. He is petty though. Someone please help us. Our lives are in danger. A woman and a child. Little Kiku? No. Is that? Is that Komurasaki? Whatever. There's Samurai. Please help us. Please, I beg of you, brave swordsman. Hey, I can't tell if you're joking or being serious. Be consistent. Throb, throb. Look, they probably aren't joking around. Hmm. God. Spin, spin. Who the fuck? I, who this nigga? Hey, he's all right with the hero shit. He's gonna fuck their life up. Man, huh? Wait just a moment. Ooh, she's gonna get fucked up. Yeah, that's that bitch. Definitely that bitch. You're wide open. This nigga trapping. You're wide open again. Come on, fat nigga. Wow. Hey, can you read the mood, you bastard? Have you forgot? I'll get to that in a second. This nigga kind of annoying. Another weird guy is here. Fafa. You look raw. You look raw. This is a nigga that Zoro could fight. You look raw. You like Shishio. Fafa. You there. You're that criminal Zorojiro, aren't you? Oh, you know him. Why are you trying to save those women? And woman, why are you trying to save that child? A wanted criminal from the flower capital. Kamazu the manslayer. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes. So that nigga's not Denjiro. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. Next page. My target is that jester in your arms. I'm here only for that child. Jester? Yeah! Yes, you are, little joker ass. You are Kamazu the Manslayer. You're famous in the capital for murdering indiscriminately, but you're actually Orochi's trained assassin that's just using that as a ruse, right? Nobody else would want to kill a Toko. How dare you just a shogun so impolitely? I should be the one asking who you are. Please help us, Lord Samurai. I will repay you in any way I can. I will suck your dick for as long as you need me to. I will slob on your knob like corn on the cob. Well, I don't really want to see a woman and a child get killed right in front of me. Most people don't. I hope you give me some booze and food afterwards. Real nigga Zoro. Real nigga Zoro. Yeah. All right. It's a deal then. Oh, about time we fight somebody real for that fat fodder. Go ahead and try. I don't care who interferes because I was ordered to kill anyone who stands in my way. Killing someone who serves under that guy is going to cause some problems later, but this is a you don't need to worry because you will be the one who dies. Yo, this is what I'm fucking talking about. So he's got these two sites he's looking from. For those niggas that watch Bleach, he's looking like the nigga with the 69 on his face. It really escapes me right now. He's got the two Reaper sites. Um, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna make me up that I don't remember his name because I love Bleach. I feel like it starts with an H. Shuhei Hisagi. Shuhei Hisagi. He looks like Shuhei. Yeah, okay, so that's fire. That's fire as a bitch. These niggas are clashing. Hey, that dodge though. This is fire. Oh, you're finally drawing a fight. Thank you. Zoro getting some respect. Damn, why you do Sanji like that then? Zoro getting all these panels, fam. Looks lit as fuck. This guy is strong. Oh yeah, Zoro, this ain't no cakewalk, my nigga. Let's go boxing. Are you finally going to fight seriously? Oh shit, he took off the gate. This shit is kind of fucking baller. Let's go. This shit is litty. Finally, Oda got me hyped as a bee. These niggas clashing. Plot. What you doing, fat nigga? Why you looking at him like that? Nigga! You're wide open. He a fuck nigga. He said, whoa. Oh, he's Gucci. Oh. Huh? What the fuck? Ooh, I hate this fat nigga. Bro, when I turn this page, bro, there better not be no fuck shit, bro. This nigga better not, if Zoro took an L in Wano, bro, if Zoro takes an L right now in Act 2, I'm a, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Fuck it. Go on. Drip. Hmm? It was just in his arm. It's stuck. Is this nigga Zoro crazy? He's he's smiling. This nigga's such a badass. He's smiling. He slashed at him, but he missed. I'll just make do with this then. Bite. This nigga has a scythe in his mouth. This is about to be raw. Three sword style. Three swords. Ren, Goku, Onigiri, bitch! Purgatory Ogre Cutter, nigga. This shit is Zoro's real as fuck. A righteous strike. At the 937 end. Yo, dude. Shit. Dude. Fuck, man. Who's all around? Who's around and wants to talk? Maybe I'll chat for a little bit. It won't be the full discussion. I'll see what's going on in the chat. I like that chapter a lot. I do. I really fucked with that chapter. As far as I mean, yeah, I would like the fight to be a little longer, but I think it fulfilled what it needed to fulfill. I was enjoying that fight through and through. I was enjoying the shit out of it. Straight up. Like, nah, I'm not even capping, bro. Like, I was enjoying that, my guy. What's the chat saying? Yo, I'm trying to hear about this Black Blade Lord. John, straight up, bro. What is that about? I don't this Black Blade shit. I don't know. That shit is cool. Your blade can become the Black Blade. Like, whoa. Like, whoa. That is Fuego. And I don't know. I gotta look at I think I need to do some rereading. Maybe it was alluded to in previous chapters. This could be a very new revelation. I don't know. But I don't know, man. It's very interesting. If no one's around, I mean, I'm not gonna be too mad. We don't have to have the discussion today. I want to talk about it with a few people if I can. That was cool, man. Damn, dude. Maybe you got to become a goat and it shows through your sword. I don't know. Maybe Sanji's kitchen knives are probably already black. Shut up, Liam.
Yo,
Who did it be?
it's Froob. What up?
Yo, what's up, Fruit Loops? This chapter is, yeah.
Flames, right?
I
Yeah.
love it, man.
Yep. Are you in the BDA chat?
I am not.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I was just wondering because we were talking about the chapter a little bit in the
Why
chat.
am I not?
I don't fucking know. You're
Add
in the
me,
LA
right?
chat, right?
Add me. Yeah, I'm in LA.
Yeah. I don't know. We got like fucking 13 different chats, so.
Yeah, I got a billion too. I'm actually gonna send them the link real quick. But like, yeah, I just live reacted to it. This shit's fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh man.
what I want to know, were people complaining?
People weren't really complaining. I don't know. It's hard to say. Vergo didn't really like the chapter that much.
What?
Yeah, I know. So we're gonna have to.
You're a hater.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that on stream. But
Yikes. That's the crazy dude. I'm like, so I gotta talk about this with somebody, dude. This whole Black Blade maturing thing. What does that entail?
I don't know. There's so much shit behind that that I can't really think about like where it's gonna go, because on one hand it could just mean like hockey, but on the other hand, like you know, like in One Piece there's like swords and like, you know, they have like their own like life to them in some way. So it's like I don't know.
Grew with them.
Yeah, so like obviously one of the theories is that like, you know, like in Marineford when Mihawk said like my blade knows like no restraint or whatever the hell he said.
Right.
Like the blade has its mind of its own.
Yeah, it's its own entity.
Yeah, so I kind of like that idea.
That's interesting. So like, and also, I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Shisui having that demon soul, has its own soul, has its own nature.
Right, and it could explain like cursed swords and shit like that. Another thing is I don't know. You literally just read the chapter like right now.
Literally just read it.
Yeah, so like at the end when he cuts him, it's hard to tell, but it looks like there's like flames coming off his swords on like that last final panel.
I think that was excess of hockey.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It could be hockey, it could be blood, but it's really hard to tell.
That entire sequence was fire. The fact that he used his own weapon and then used that technique was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that shit was like, oh man, that shit was fucking flames, dude. He fucking ripped the scythe out of his shit.
And then he wouldn't let it go. He's holding it in with his wound. The dude couldn't get it.
Yeah, I know that. Oh my god.
That's so badass, and he's smiling at the guy.
I know.
And you can tell like he's the one holding it in his wound because you can see his veins on his forehead and he's flexing.
Bro, that's the entire point that fucking like Dude, I don't know, man. It's just like he never for a single second thought like, "Oh fuck, I'm fucked." Like
At
he's
all.
always so confident in like everything that's going on. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
also, fuck the fat guy.
you're right,
What
yo.
pussy? Yeah, I
I
did an
know,
opening.
bro. Especially like if this guy is Denjiro, and he's like
Mhm.
on that like what's it called? Like the what's the other big dude's name that we saw? Shutamaru.
Yoki.
If he's on like that Shutamaru level,
Oh,
oh man,
he's
that's
actually a
crazy.
boss.
That's crazy. Zoro is an animal if he's around that level.
I think he might be, dude.
I don't
But
know.
like, the
If he's on that level, I don't think he's done because there's no way he would get done in just from one attack if he's on that level. But we'll
no, but I
see.
mean, it was a pretty. I mean, he didn't even get a chance to defend against it.
Oh yeah, I mean, fucking, if you get hit with an onigiri, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah, and on top of that, he got hit with his own big ass scythe.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's looking pretty worse for wear
Yep.
for the guy.
And now fucking Zoro's about to fucking take his ass to the fucking big dude on the bridge and take his ass out.
He should have been took that guy out. I think the only reason he hasn't is because he's been talking to him.
Yeah, he's pissed now though. He's probably gonna take it
You
right
know
to
what?
him.
You know what would make me really upset though is if this is a wound that affects him throughout this arc.
I think it might affect him in the fight with the dude that's about to come up, but I don't think it'll affect him throughout the arc.
Okay, I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't.
Because like the thing is like Oda made it
Mhm.
he made it so where like it hit him just like it just nipped him on the shoulder, you know?
I got a
It
shoulder.
wasn't like a yeah, I mean I don't know. It wasn't in like a major spot to where it would like fuck him over. So
Yeah. A few more things that I noticed. Besides the battle, because I know I was super hyped about that, but there's whoa, holy shit, Milo.
yeah, Milo, you got some shit going on in the background, dog.
Jesus Christ.
I do.
I
Yeah.
don't know, it sounded like a spray nozzle. So how about we got Sword God Ryuma.
Right. Hey, yo, what up, Steve-O?
Milo,
How are you guys?
what is that?
I gotta turn my
What?
headphones on. Hold on.
We can hear literally every single ant walking in your house right now, Milo.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good now. But I feel like the moment we stop talking to you, it's gonna go away.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. What's up, Steve-O?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Ale says, bring the can back, Steve-O.
Bring the cam back. Oh yeah,
You want
sure.
to see a pretty face,
How's it
dog.
going, dude?
The pick life, my guy. I should get a pick.
I like to dig in my nose randomly. Is that fine?
Why do I
Okay.
feel like Steve-O Why do I
Alright,
feel like
Mark.
Steve-O has that fucking pick in his hair even when he's like not going on stream? Like when he's just sitting around alone, he probably still has that pick.
Hold on, wait.
What the
Pick
fuck?
life is real.
It stays there.
Yeah. He said he wears the pick when he's at work, don't you, Steve-O?
Yeah, sometimes until somebody tell me to take it out.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
You really are a
Steve-O, what were
fucking-
your thoughts on this chapter, man? I'm loving it. Guys?
Yeah, I thought it was a great chapter, man. You know, that's very enjoyable. Of course, it's special for the Zoro fans. The Zoro fanboys are creaming their pants left and right, man. I've seen it firsthand.
Wow.
And I thought it was nice because it basically confirms that
I'm sorry, Steve-O, I can't even hear you. Milo, Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Milo.
Thank you.
And it basically confirms the theory, or I mean, I guess it shouldn't have even been a theory. It was kind of solidified, but it wasn't stated. And I understand people being apprehensive to taking it as something that's basically a confirmed part of the power system, right? But the different branches of hockey has been something that we basically seen throughout the New World. But now we actually have confirmation that it's not just a random arbitrary thing that Oda decided
I love that. It wasn't just
to
something
use
random.
as a distinction.
Yeah.
And the different types of hockey being used.
like, yeah, it's super cool. Like, and we've been all wondering that for a very long time. Like, why can't they just randomly push hockey air? Where are these hockey blasts coming from? What does that entail? And now we actually have confirmation of it. That is not just bullshit.
Yeah, I was reading.
Actual concept.
I was reading a theory that Grandpa Hyo was going to teach Luffy how to do that little like deflection hockey shit. And I like that idea.
So,
Yeah, I would like
okay,
that.
I'm glad you brought him up. So let's talk about that.
Hold on, I wanted. Okay, well, go on. I just wanted to state something about the Black Blade.
Go ahead.
This brings up one question, right?
Mhm.
An anime, y'all know anime, Ebonics. He made
Yeah,
a
Ebon.
point. He's like Oda writes that ships when when their crew is loving, they develop their own will. And
Correct.
we saw the Mary develop and like it literally said goodbye and I had a dog tear rolling down that was sad. But
Yes.
so when a swordsman is true to their sword, is that what makes them carry on
It could be
their
synonymous.
hockey?
It
Or
could be
is it
synonymous.
that because now we know that Shisui it's black because it has hockey on it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're
I
is
think
that
I
the
think I think
general
it's permanently emanating.
consensus?
I
Is
think
that
it's
the
permanently
consensus?
emanating. Yes,
So
that is my headcanon. Yes, I'm going to go out and say that. Yes.
okay, so could Shisui cut a hockey user without in normal hands?
You
Like
mean a Logia user? Is that what you meant to say?
right, yes.
Yeah,
Could the
that's
sword
interesting.
could the
Um,
sword itself do that without me having hockey?
I think it's definitely possible.
it's possible. So, if I'm not mistaken, he used Shisui against Monet, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
And I
Wait,
mean,
what?
it didn't kill her, but it did slice her in half and use that great shocking attack. So
Yeah. I
that
don't
is
know.
interesting. It didn't murder him.
I like that idea though.
Yes, I do too. Um, well, I want to talk about you because when
Wait, hold on one
Milo, when
second.
you're not talking, you
Milo,
can
can you
tell.
like mute your mic when you're not talking? I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like so loud. Thank you. All
Oh,
right, what were you saying?
I was saying that basically when Luffy brought up Rayleigh, he was interested. He's like, Rayleigh, who are you? I think he obviously knows who Rayleigh is or Rayleigh's been to Wano. Or I mean, it's hard not to know who Dark King Rayleigh is, but we're like, Rayleigh, who are you? He probably understands like someone that great. What ties do you have to him, Luffy? Like
Yeah.
yeah, how is that synonymous? So I think he was gonna share some vital information, like you said, about the extension of armament hockey, which we seem to be. Would you say a third tier? Since we say what we saw, what Katakuri did was like second tier. Would you say this would be a third tier?
Well, no, what Katakuri did, like if you're using that example, like that was the next level of observation hockey. This is the next level of armament hockey.
But but he also said there was when he used Block Mochi, he said there was a second level of armament.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We know really was at Wano because Roger was at Wano when he picked up Odin.
Very true.
Well, yeah, just in
true.
general, pretty much everyone knows who Rayleigh is, though, right? Because he's the
True.
right-hand man of the Pirate King. So.
True, but that's right though. He did pick up Odin and Wano. That's fucking true. I did forget that.
Yeah.
So wait, Leo Messi said, so then that would mean that Zoro is putting armament hockey on top of armament hockey. Huh. Yeah. That's in technicality that is would be what that would mean. Huh.
I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I think the idea is definitely still possible. It could just mean that he doesn't have to put armament hockey on it, so he could just focus it on his other two swords.
Absolutely. And then there'll be less hockey output and less strain on him.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. But
I also like how. Oh, what were you gonna say?
Did y'all notice that that there was like the hockey was sort of like leaking off of his sword?
Yeah, that happened before in
yeah.
I feel like it happened in
In Dressrosa.
Dressrosa. Yeah, when he was pushing the cage back, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Yeah, there's definitely
And
like
Raisin also did it as well. When he coded his sword in hockey, it happened with
Yep,
Raisin.
he did.
who? Raisin?
Okay.
What?
Raisin.
Yeah.
Who
He
the fuck
did.
is Raisin?
Raisin's a Big Mom
Raisin
pirate.
was
The
one
one
of
that's
Big
trying
Mom's
to pick
sons.
up the air.
Oh, I have to go. I don't remember that panel, but
Yeah.
I'll have to
did
go
too.
back and check that out.
But like, yeah, and then you also have so me and Fruit were trying to figure out whether or not that was excess hockey or fire.
Yeah, I think it's
I
definitely
think
probably hockey. I mean, it looks like fire, but it's probably more hockey.
I think it could be fire, but I mean, it'd be kind of weird. But then again, I mean that's kind of how Oda does things when he reveals stuff.
So I mean, because the
It's never
onigiri
like,
was a purgatory / there are flames in purgatory, are there not?
yeah, that's what's making me think that it might be fire related since it has purgatory in the name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it also could just be
Blood.
no, not that. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, purgatory is like, it's not hell, but it's kind of like hell in some sense. So it's like, it could be like some type of like demon related shit. You know what I mean? Like to where it's like, I don't want to say dark energy because that doesn't really make any sense, but I feel like you see where I'm going with this. It could be like some weird shit like that.
So yes, I get what you mean, but at the same time, does that mean that demon entity, so to speak, is a part of Zoro? Because I thought that it was only in Shisui, which he no longer has right now.
Wait, what do you mean? Astra?
Yes.
Oh, I have no
Only
fucking idea.
time we've seen him use it is when he has Shisui. And Shisui is known as the Cursed Blade, correct?
Yeah.
No, it's not the Cursed Blade. The other one, there's one on each of mine.
Yeah. The Sandai
Okay,
Kitetsu.
So what you're saying is completely plausible then.
Yeah. So I don't know. But a lot of his attacks have to do with demons, right? Like onigiri means like demon or something like that. Or well, oni means like ogre, which is like demon. Yeah.
It's like a demon cutter. That's what onigiri.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say, get Mom the fuck out of Wano. She's so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I hate her panels.
I don't really mind her this far, but like where it's going, I mean, it's so obvious. Like Oda couldn't make it any more obvious that that she's coming to save Luffy.
Wants that specific food?
Yeah.
Have excess amount.
yeah. It's like I want my Oshiruko, and then Chopper's like, I don't know what's gonna happen when she doesn't get her Oshirukos, and then fucking the next page, no one's gonna take my Oshiruko. It's like, what?
You gotta be kidding me, Oda! Really? Oda's literally just fucking just like taking a piss on us, and as the British would say.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a little bit lazy writing, but I mean, it's whatever.
It's so lazy, but it's kind of funny though that he would do that to us.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Yeah, right? So we're gonna have to see how this is gonna play out. I don't know who it was, but someone made a funny comment that Queen's gonna have 2 Yonkos on his hands because fucking Big Mom and Luffy.
I think that was Double Edge.
Fuck them.
Yeah, it might have been Double Egg. But yeah, that's funny.
I thought Dustin say that it would be trash.
Somebody in my trash. In my trash. And somebody in my chat, his name's Prince Sanji. Wow. Sanji from Pirate King. Who is this guy?
Wait, well, what did you say, Steve-O? I didn't hear the last part of it.
I said I heard Dustin say that it would be trash if Big Mom defeats Queen. Do y'all agree with that?
Why would that be? Well, what do you mean? You mean in the sense that like she's saving Luffy? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, not in like a power scaling sense.
I think that's what he meant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the way you said it made it seem like it would be like an but I see what you're saying.
Or something.
I don't think it's trash.
I don't think it's awesome.
I think I would prefer it that way because the alternative is that Luffy beats Queen, and I don't like that. Because
I don't like that at all. 1.2 million berry bounty. I get it; they're not completely synonymous to power, but they kind of mean a little something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, I don't want to go into this because it would take like a little bit longer to explain to get the full picture. But like, basically, Queen. Well, basically, Queen has been like super like nonchalant about this whole thing, and like that's kind of like a theme from like all villains to where like they don't take Luffy serious, and since they don't take him serious, it allows him to escape these retarded situations.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, so like if if Queen doesn't take this serious and then Luffy ends up escaping because of it, it's trash. But if Queen doesn't take him serious and Luffy still doesn't get away, it makes sense. And then Big Mom saves him. Because this way it just makes Queen like look like a trash can. If Luffy just ends up beating him in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I it would make him look super fucking trash. That would not be cool.
Yeah.
But
Because he's in charge of the prison and he pretty much just lets Luffy get away.
yeah, and I don't know if Oda did this as a joke. I mean, I certainly laughed, especially doing a live reaction. This made me fucking cackle. That the fucking six-legged scorpion dude was just like, if you let me handle this, the execution will be over already, Queen. Didn't Luffy knock your bitch ass out with cuffs on?
Right.
You got to be kidding me, my guy. I'm pretty sure this guy probably couldn't even withstand conquerors. Like, these headliners are really something else, man. The only one who wasn't completely trash is Old May because he actually managed to put a dent on Luffy. But yeah, I see Queen's enjoying himself. Like you said, he's not really worried about what Luffy's doing.
Yeah.
I think Big Mom's gonna come there and shut shit down. But what's interesting, I don't think the Manslayer is gonna get back up from a direct hit like that. We all know how strong Zoro is, and a direct hit like that is not so. It'll be a testament to his strength. Let me say that. If he does get up from that, it'll definitely be a testament.
The only reason I say that it's possible that he gets up is because I don't know what's going on with him. It's possible that he has like some weird like if anyone's watched Game of Thrones, like he has some weird like the character the Mountain, like he has some weird shit like that going on to where his like face was like burnt or something, and that's why he wears like the things around his face. Or, like, yeah, or yeah, sorry, the Hound. I got him mixed up on accident.
I mean, they're brothers.
Yeah.
They're brothers. It's all good.
Yeah, but fucking like I don't know, this dude like he looks like a zombie, you know what I mean? So he might have some weird like devil fruit shit or something, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think if he had a devil fruit and he's still fighting, I'm super, super invested in the Manslayer then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is like what would be crazy if he was actually like some fucking Moria zombie or some shit? That would be wild. I don't even know if that would work, but
Fruit's mind's going all over the place today.
Well, the thing is, he looks like a fucking zombie. You know what I mean? Like, does he not look like a zombie?
Roni Kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know. I like just throwing ideas out there just because it's fun. But
Mommy looking at Pothead. New Type says Zoro didn't even put on his bandana. These guys are trash. The octopus that Zoro fucked from Fishman Island is stronger than to stop it.
That's what fucking Theory was saying. What is up with these Discord people? They just fucking they're pulling out planned attacks now.
Theory has been good at getting more and more creditless as time goes on.
I definitely noticed the bandana, but I mean I don't think it's that big of a deal because Zoro actually acknowledged his strength, and Zoro doesn't do that often. Well, not in the new world anymore.
But then, let me put it to you like this. There's been some instances where people call other people strong and they shit on them. Dofi called Sanji, "Oh, he's a strong one," and he proceeded to dick him down.
I mean, Doflamingo.
Well, you have to understand.
I think that's a different situation. Like Doflamingo just hacked him out. So yeah, because he was hacked. When you got outside, I mean,
Dofi is a troll.
You can pretty much accomplish most of what other people can't. It's just like Law. If Law run up on a nigga that don't know his abilities and he say this is a strong enemy, but he gets an opening and he uses his hacks on him.
I mean, yeah, you can literally use that example for Vergo, not Vergo in here, but the Vergo in One Piece. Like Vergo was a strong opponent and Law fucking one shot his ass.
Yeah. But Law never called him strong, did he?
No, I mean I'm just saying though.
What up, Soul?
What happened, though?
What's up? Listen, we get closer and closer to Soap being motherfucking right, is all I'm saying.
What are you talking about now?
That's all I'm saying. Stop telling me he's not going. Listen, what I told y'all last week. I'm telling you, it's getting closer and closer to me being right, motherfuckers. I'm telling you.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have one. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'm just gonna ask this before I ask my next question. What made you? What from this chapter made you think that like
I mean,
you're
the fact
right?
the fact that Queen is even allowing this motherfucker to train and all of that. That's stop. Like Oda's doing it. He's showing it to you.
Are you
He's showing it to you.
Commander's bullshit again?
Telling
Every fucking stream.
I'm just letting you. I mean, y'all niggas really had me hot saying I was creditless as fuck for saying that. And every chapter, can I speak, Vergo? Excuse me, can I speak? Can I speak? Or we just gonna cut a nigga off because you don't agree? Okay then. So every chapter we get closer and closer. He's showing you all of this bullshit. How Luffy got all of this time twiddling the thumb in jail, ain't no danger. Niggas sitting here fucking up fodder, getting stronger and stronger. So the fact that Oda's allowing that shit to happen, stop telling me he's gonna lose to Commanders. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, hold on. But at the same time, I see what you're saying. But at the beginning of this chapter, they literally just like hardcore foreshadowed.
With the big mom.
Yeah. They hardcore foreshadowed that Big Mom's gonna come into this in some way, shape, or form.
I
mean, I'm not saying 100% that she's gonna come in and save Luffy, but it's very likely at this point.
I think there's a good ass chance that Big Mom smacks this shit out of Queen for the mochi balls. You know what I'm saying? But like again, I think it's retarded that fucking Oda is letting Luffy sit there train and letting Queen sit on his fat ass and watch this nigga get stronger.
I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and just say that even though I do think that Big Mom's probably gonna end up defeating Queen, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say that it's possible that she's literally just there to just take off the collar and like break what's his name out of jail.
Oh, that would be some trash shit, man.
I mean,
If she take that collar off of him, I'd be upset.
Wait, why? She's got superhuman strength.
I'd be upset. I don't want Big Mom to help Luffy and the Straw Hats in any way.
I mean, she's going to.
I know. I just don't want it to happen.
That's one fact we cannot escape.
Look, I told y'all this last time. Like she can't help them in no way. She can lose her memory and all that, but if she steps in and makes their situation better by being on their side, I will call that trash immediately.
I mean, I don't know.
How's that not gonna happen?
We'll have to see. I mean, I have to see it play out. I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, before as I was reading, I was just like, oh shit, she wants to eat this Ochuriko. I was like, I'm getting fucking Semla flashbacks. Like, and
I mean, just the fact that she's craving some food, like T-minus who knows how long before she starts losing weight and losing her fucking mind.
Oh, I thought until the other fat nigga had it in excess.
Also, another hilarious thing that I'm thinking about is like we all know Oda likes to fuck with us in terms of like what he does. So it's like, how funny would it be if so he made it super obvious, right? So Big Mom's like, I want my Oshiruko or however you say it. And then literally the next page, Queen's like, I have my Oshiruko, no one can have it. So it's like obvious foreshadowing that Big Mom's going to want it. What if Luffy just fucking eats it and pisses off both of them? You know what I mean?
I don't even know what to say to that. That would be some shit.
Everyone's day.
Yeah, that would be some shit, truth be told.
That would be how she gets her memory back, though.
No.
Nigga. Oh my god. And then the next panel, you just see her remember like Mother Caramel breaking and then him popping out the cake. Yikes.
Yo, what if Luffy get one shot by two Yonkos in the same arc, bro?
That's fine. He should, like, that should happen.
If that happens, I might have to bow to Oda, man.
That should happen.
And then Kid comes in and saves the day?
No, that should happen. That's where I draw the line.
Why not?
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
Look, man, I've been reading One Piece for so long. I'm under the I am like stone cold flat. Like I believe this 100%. Ain't nobody getting more shine than Luffy ever.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you're definitely right on that one. But a man can only pray.
I give this guy.
Listen, I've had all of them prayers, and I'm proud to be disappointed. So I'm not even doing it. I ain't going down that route. The only person I feel like that could even come close to having as much shine is my nigga Kobe. Other than that, no.
I've prayed to Goda many times, but he's
Zoro.
Back.
What y'all talking about? Zoro gets
never have
all
never
the
have
shine.
I gave this chapter an 8 out of 10 purely because it was very entertaining.
Did you really?
I did. I was entertained. I was entertained by it.
This shit is a solid 6.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I was. I'm not even a huge Zoro fan. But
Wait, why do you think it's a 6?
Like it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like there was nothing bad, but there was nothing like so spectacular for me to be like, God damn it, this is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
see what you're saying, but like people are given setup. I mean, I don't know you personally because I don't talk to you that much. I mean, I talk to you a decent amount, but like,
yeah,
I mean, people are given like setup chapter 7s. I'm not saying you did that, but like, if you are one of the people that are given setup chapter 7s, it's like,
no, I don't do that.
it's like, how are you giving this a 6? You know what I mean? But
no, I don't look. This is like like to me. There is no difference between this chapter and the other setup chapters that we've had. Like,
no.
all of them,
You're crazy.
They're equivalent. I feel like people are so hype off of this is because we see Zoro whoop some ass. Like,
yeah, I mean, and as you should be. I mean, the thing is like, again, I don't want to group you into this because I mean, like, there's a bunch of other like opinions, and I'm saying you have this opinion, but people yeah, someone's got some feedback going on, but people complain all day and night about like. Oh, we don't get to see fights in One Piece. They off-screen everything, and then we finally fucking get some shit. And it's cool as fuck at that.
Yeah,
like this is a badass fucking
panel. A good 4 or 5 panels.
Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, when people were saying we weren't like, I wasn't one of those people. But I mean, I'm glad. I will say about this chapter, I am glad that we're seeing Zoro's like sort of growth. That like I feel like the whole time we've been in the New World. We had no idea what Zoro gained. We got no insight from his training or whatever. And now that we're in Wano, we're starting to move in that direction and get more insight and seeing him slowly start to struggle. I love that.
Yeah, it's interesting. But I like, so the reason why I gave it an 8 isn't purely because we got some crazy revelations, which we did get a pretty good revelation with the Black Blade stuff, but mainly after the first couple of chapters, it had me reading. It kept me there. You know. It had me like wanting to know what was going to happen next and next and next. I enjoyed that. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
But these Rayleigh flashbacks got to stop.
Hey,
oh man, I actually disagree with this heavily.
I'm sorry,
but go ahead.
Yeah. I'll let you retort me afterwards. Bro, like, dude, remember it all at once, dude. I'm tired of you fucking. Oh, actually, he taught me this. Oh, actually. Fuck all that. Come on, man.
Yeah, but I feel like this is completely different. I mean, you can't just like group all Rayleigh flashbacks into the same category. Like, for example, the category shit was bullshit. I mean, we can all agree on that. It's like fucking Rayleigh flashback and then he gets Snake Man power up. That was pretty bullshit. This is a little bit different. The Rayleigh flashback now was like, okay, Rayleigh taught. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's like Rayleigh showed me this advanced form of hockey. I need to learn how to do it. So he's like trying to learn how to do it as like, you know, he fights. It's not like he's just like, oh yeah, Rayleigh did this. Let me see if I can do it. And he did it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like way different to me, at least.
Yeah, I agree. I'm fine with this flashback, honestly.
Yeah.
Only because like that one scene in when he takes him to fucking that whatever the name of that island is and he fucking fucks up that elephant. That was always weird watching that.
Yeah, everyone always had that question like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, you seem good for now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But did y'all fuck with that fat nigga he was fighting, man? That nigga's hilarious to me.
He's
oh yeah, are you talking about Zoro? Yeah, that was
that nigga had me weak the whole time. I always take my opportunity, nigga. Yes, bro. You better like not leave no openings. I'ma sneak you if I have to. I'ma get this W by any means necessary.
I love that.
The first time he did it, I was rocking with it. But when he did it 2 more times, I was like, I hate it.
Yo,
nah, this nigga was too funny to me, man.
I don't like it, man. Samurai Shadow.
I loved it.
I'm
like, that's a weird.
This next chapter, bro. Oh no, you're good. All I was just gonna say is this next chapter. I really hope to God Zoro fucking goes ham on the fat dude. Like he's like, you fucking bitch, you made me get stabbed, you motherfucker, and he like goes ham on him.
Yeah, just let him have it.
Yeah.
I just like the fact. I just like the fact that he was real. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
You picked another fight.
He's like, wait a minute, you was fighting me first, nigga.
Yeah, bro, for real. Are you gonna finish our battle? Zoro said, bro, can you not read the situation?
Another thing is that I don't want to read too much into this because I'm not necessarily sure if there's anything that's going on with this, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways just because it was interesting. When Komurasaki saw Zoro, she's like, "3 swords?"
God,
question mark.
Yeah.
So you think maybe it's possible that like her whoever her father was or whatever, because like we know she's a samurai. Is it possible that her father was like a swordsman or something like that? Like he used three sword style, or like her clan or whatever.
Honestly, I don't know, but to me, I took it as like her knowing that Orochi is known for the two sword style. That she saw him use three sword style and was just like, "Oh, he's our savior." You know what I mean?
Well, I had a different like. I don't know if y'all remember, but during this arc, Momo was practicing, and he said a word.
Yeah.
That Zoro, and they were like, "Where did you learn that?"
Right.
And now someone else sees Zoro,
Yeah.
and he's using three swords, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like this wasn't the first time that it happened. Yeah.
I don't want Zoro to be a mythical super prince. I don't want Zoro to be the Sasuke to Luffy's Naruto. I really don't want that. However, I wouldn't mind if Zoro's master was somebody famous or learned under somebody famous and just so happened to teach Zoro some of that.
Here's what, like, I understand what you're saying. The only disagreement I have is like the focus on the three sword style, because we know why he uses three swords, and the only reason he does it is because he couldn't beat Kuina with two, let alone one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to dive into like I feel like there are there's simple explanations around why Zoro fights the way he does and yada yada yada. I agree. Like I think all of the mystery about like his phrases and all that, I agree. I think it most likely comes from his master, but anything other than that, tied to his lineage and anything, is just a reaction to Sanji having his own arc.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I didn't want to look too far into it because I'm not sure if there's anything more to it. Like the most obvious interpretation is just that she's like, why the fuck does this guy have a sword in his mouth? Like three swords, what is he doing? Like that could have been what she was saying, but there might be more to it because like Milo said, like it was already brought up in this chapter or in this arc earlier with like the whole snatch thing. So
how y'all feel about the sword guy?
I don't know. That shit was weird.
Is that like so? Does that mean he was like the first world's strongest swordsman? Like he was not. He was number one.
I would say that's likely, but what it means to me is that Ryuma put Wano on the map. He's basically LeBron James of Wano.
But how did you guys feel about Wano being the country of gold? Like that really, and this is not my idea. I got this from Sawyer, but the relation between the country of gold and the city of gold.
I was just thinking
whether there's a correlation between the two.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you literally just said it right now, but that's interesting.
Now, me personally, when they said gold, I didn't take it as actual gold. I think it was sea stone.
I mean, that's possible, but like, I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say, but you got to remember that like he said that, and then he implied like, oh, there was a bunch of pirates like looking for the gold or whatever. So there was definitely
I think it was sea stone. Because think about it.
I don't think pirates be looking for sea
stone. So the city of gold and the city of sea stone?
I don't know about that, Steve. I think sea stone is valuable to even the pirates.
Yeah, I think it's valuable.
Sea stone is valuable?
Of course it's valuable, but it don't seem like it's a commodity for pirates. I mean,
another thing is,
why not?
I don't think
I don't know about that either.
Hold on, I don't think sea stone is super rare. I think being able to like craft it properly, is the hard part.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I don't know. I don't think it's crazy to assume that before the Marines, kind of had a monopoly over sea stone and whatever. I think it's fair to assume that there was a point in time where sea stone was used when the seas were just chaotic before the age of pirates and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like there was a lot of benefit to having that on the seas.
Yeah, because the dude clearly said in the last chapter, pirates is craving to have it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what they were craving for. We're just assuming it's sea stone.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it's safe to say that there was probably some gold or something there. Because I mean, it's tied to the Void Century, and you had Skypiea, which is the city of gold and everything, and there's probably a connection there somewhere.
Do you
I don't know
think
what the
there's other
connection is.
poneglyphs on here besides the road?
It has to be. They
Oh,
already
yeah,
said
it's
there's
gotta
one.
be.
Robin even said it.
Yeah.
Likely.
I thought she was
Robin
talking
already
about
said
the
it.
road specifically.
No.
Yeah, this is a different one. Yeah.
That's a different one.
Okay.
They
Man.
came to the conclusion and said that so the road poneglyph has to be on the island that Kaido is on.
What's poppin', young lady?
Oh, hey.
Saying,
Sage,
What up?
Say,
What up?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Oh,
Sage
not
ain't been
too
here since now.
bad.
Hollywood now.
Yeah, Sage is mad Hollywood now. I didn't even know Sage had a Discord, yo. I'm a little offended by
Forgot when
that.
you started, girl.
I just like thought, well, I didn't actually make it. Like somebody made it for me and set it up for me.
she
And I
got
was
her
like,
ass.
well,
I
if
would've
people
got
are gonna
an
do it
invite or
for me,
something.
then all right.
I forgot that.
Pretty privileged.
I'm sitting here talking to Senpai. He was like, yeah, I was in Sage's Discord. I was like, wait a minute, nigga, what?
Yeah.
You should
were
come to
where?
the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up your Discord. Trust me. I'm gonna have you stressed.
For real. She's a mod over in mine. That ain't getting used.
But how you feel about the chapter, Sage?
Pretty good, to be fair. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a good one.
Hey,
Like-
if you rank it less than an 8, I'm finding your IP.
Whoa, that's all right then, because this is solid 8.
All right, thank
5,
you.
9. It's difficult. I don't want to put it too high,
Yeah.
because if you put it too high, there are going to be some chapters in 1.0 that are going to smash this one out the park.
Oh,
There have
Yeah,
already
but
been
fuck
chapters of
that.
1.0 that have smashed this out the park.
This is
but
my
this
favorite
is a
chapter in
particularly
Wano.
good
Fuck
one.
it.
Really?
Listen, I'm a Zoro fanboy, as you can tell.
Oh, okay.
We had no idea.
No,
I feel like
I had to come clean.
do you guys like? I feel like as a result of this chapter, I feel like all of the setup that we had in Act 2, I feel like we're kind of winding down off of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Does that,
I mean-
did any of you guys get that like feeling or no?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Act
shit's
two
just gonna start coming
is
together
almost
for sure
over.
now. Because like the whole Sanji and X Drake and Hawkins and Law, that whole like debacle going on, I feel like that's coming to an end soon.
And
Like
drag,
they've met each other in like 3 different spots now. Like it has to like fucking finally like
for real.
it has to finally come to an end soon. So, yeah, there's
Yup. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's poppin'?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
What's up,
Nigga so
fam?
loud, man.
What's
So,
good with y'all?
what do people think of Kurosaki's inevitably being fine? Like,
We knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew
There
she was
was
fine,
never
but I'm a little bit
Any doubt.
Nah,
I'm a little bit
I didn't
confused
know.
why she's running in
I
the
didn't know.
snow.
Oda told
Yeah.
her she was dead.
yeah, her turning up this early and without any kind of companionship and like just essentially being like running away,
Yeah.
that I didn't particularly see coming. Like, I thought that I knew that Koshiro wouldn't cut her down and kill her. We all knew that. But a lot of people thought that that meant that they were in leagues together.
Oh no, there were some people that thought she was dead.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oda
I
told
thought
her
they
she
would have
was
at
dead.
least explained.
I mean, I'm sorry if you really thought she was. If you really
Nah,
thought she
I-
was dead, you were trolling. Like,
Milo's being a little unfair.
Oda told her she was dead.
People were being literalist. They said, whether you believe her, she's alive or not, I'm going to say she's dead because the story dictates that she's dead. At the time.
I mean, that's just. I don't know. I think
You
that's.
know what I'm
No.
saying? Like that's like that
No,
damn
the
word
story
game bullshit.
Didn't dictate.
Be
She
careful,
was dead.
Dan has the link here.
But question,
Yeah,
quick
can
question.
pull up. Ain't nobody scared of Dan.
I'm scared of
Oda
Dan.
tell
Please
her-
don't start me. Please.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
scared of Dan.
Oh, wow.
Not my Dan.
Not my dad.
Not my Dan.
Oh, that's Fruit? Hey, fuck
Yeah.
Fruit.
Hey.
Damn.
Fuck rude.
Wow. No, we're not doing
Wait,
this.
why did you say that?
Wait,
He says-
whoa. We
he-
actually,
He said.
we actually are doing this.
He says
we
that
actually
every
are doing
time he sees
We're not
me.
doing
He's just
this.
fucking around.
To
Yeah,
prove,
bro.
yo.
It's always fuck
Prove his
Fruit, bro.
bad credit full.
Fuck Fruit.
His credit score wild.
Hey, you
high.
heard Steve-O. Steve-O, get on the train, Steve-O.
Oda told us Komurasaki was dead, so she was dead.
Steve-O, you don't even believe what Oda says.
Debo, you don't believe
That's
yourself.
true.
You don't even believe in Luffy.
Also true.
Why
Why
you
you
believe
reading
One
One
Piece?
Piece? Hey.
Oh, wow. Hey, what y'all think about Luffy, though? About, him trying to be like Rayleigh?
Stop the Rayleigh flashbacks.
I want to be like
Keep the
my
Rayleigh
Why?
flashback.
No longer
Keep
surprised.
the Rayleigh
Keep the Rayleigh flashback.
flashback.
When I tell you I am no longer surprised with what
I
Oda
love
decides
Rayleigh
to do with Luffy, I
flashbacks,
could
but it just
call
depends
that
on
shit
the
out
writing.
ahead of time. I'm telling you.
Because he's gonna learn awakening in like 10 chapters. Like, Rayleigh, oh yeah, he did say that this is how I could possibly unlock.
I will say this.
Twice.
Like, I'm cool with Oda developing his ornaments. We had a conversation about that last stream.
Indeed.
But this is not what I want development for. I want him to start cracking that conquerors, nigga. Stop giving me all of this build up with the observation and ornament. That's fine, but I want him to start fucking forcing out his will, and fucking trees are wilting and plants are dying and and storms are coming. That's what I want.
Hans, like I told you, that it's gonna come as the last thing because it is the main thing that puts him above other people, which is why he will become Pirate King. It's the reason he's become the Supreme King, because it's the last thing, it's the final step in becoming the Supreme King.
I was talking to Chatty about it, and Chatty says he thinks it's gonna happen in the traditional shonen sense, where like in the same way, what like the cause for how like Goku went to Super Saiyan, or the way or what happened in Yu Yu Hakusho, like something tragic is gonna happen, and then boom, his conquerors is gonna elevate to another level, and this nigga's
Bye, Kobe.
Oh wow.
Bye, Kobe. The death of the pink dolphin.
No, that's not happening. Listen, no, I need to stop downplaying Kobe, man. Like
Kobe's already dead. He died in the reverie.
No, he
Oh wow.
the nigga who can
Kobe's such an
resign.
end of series character.
That boy got
Be like,
fired.
Kobe's
That's
dead.
cool.
It's just so fucking trolly. Like, it's like all those people. Have you seen all those people who are like, Zoro's gonna die at chapter 972? And I'm like, you're all on mesh, mate. Like,
I mean, he is.
That was
gonna
one
die.
of my favorite theories, man.
No, the other crazy one's like Law's gonna die because he's gonna give Luffy a heart or some shit.
I hope he dies. Fuck Law.
What?
honestly, that one doesn't bother me.
Wow, bro.
Okay, I'm a Vergo fan, and I don't even say that.
You gotta chill with this, bro.
Law himself want to fucking die. So let him
Come
die.
on, bro. Let that man live.
I've had one stream in the last 2 weeks, and every stream he brings up how much he hate Law. Can we not do this?
I mean, like, I'm just all of this this law wanking, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Who
You
wanking
say,
that man?
I
You
don't
want
want
him
I
to
never
live.
get
That's
whacked by
garbage.
you guys. What?
Nobody.
He's
Nigga,
the
you
least wanked character I know of. Like,
You like
yo,
Usopp.
him,
You
don't
like
get
Usopp.
wrong.
I'm not
Yeah,
going for that.
I will defend that motherfucker.
I'm
every
not
time.
going Usopp wanker.
Listen, I will defend that motherfucker every time. Usopp ain't never
Nobody
gonna
because his
die.
nose is like a dick.
His daddy left him, his mama died, and that nigga was chilling, smiling, laughing. Okay? Lost all his
Lying.
parents die and wanted to die with him.
My dad is an ignoramus.
Ain't nobody got time for that. If
Oh
you
my
want-
God!
Hold on,
my dad's
wait.
like, I don't care. I'm gonna
Are
smile
we
about it.
comparing
You might not both
Law
know that
to
was
Usopp?
pulling the Brian
I didn't make
He
the
was
comparison.
laughing to keep
Senpai.
himself.
Katakuri has a better sniper feat than Usopp.
Listen,
No,
man, why are we shitting on Law? If we're shitting on anyone, can we
No,
at least
he
shit on
doesn't.
Sanji?
Ooh.
I don't approve of that either. Why shit on Sanji?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
why shit on Sanji? Sanji ain't never want to
Because
die.
Sanji's fight got off screen and this one got on screen. Sanji's trash.
No. Sanji
Uh.
ended his fight too soon for panels. Your man
Wow.
Zoro was
You
struggling
are garbage.
with getting
'cause he
stabbed.
Because he
With
That is
getting
the
stabbed.
most garbage shit I have ever
Zoro
heard you.
never.
He finished his fight too quick for panels? What the fuck is that?
Hey, that's some real stuff. You heard
I
him.
don't like that. I'm
He
gonna
was
start
so
saying
fast.
that.
He was
I kinda like
faster than
that.
Otis Pen. That's what you saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Milo, I dig that.
Listen,
I
man,
don't.
Zoro
Yo.
does not take L's. He only takes beastly L's. This man got stabbed and he
Only
ripped that
takes
shit out and fucking
beastly
killed him
L's.
with his own sword.
You know that has the
I got a problem with
you know the
y'all.
letter
doing.
L in that.
Did y'all see him tank some shit and hold that shit in and rip it out and be all cool and shit? And y'all like, oh my God, Zoro's a fucking
Mind
god.
you,
Like,
Sanji doesn't
Oh,
get hit, but he's
My
the
God.
loser. Sanji don't get hit. in a
Well, yeah, that's
fight.
because when Sanji gets hit, he gets fucking one shot.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, Wallow?
What's up, Wallow?
Yo,
I
what
just
up?
got off, man.
Wait.
Just got off work.
That is not true. Every time Sanji gets hit, he does not get one shot. Calm down, bro.
Listen, man, I need to fucking I need to reignite my channel. It's just gonna be a Zoro safe space, no Zoro slander.
Bro, don't you only have one video?
You better not invite me to that motherfucker. I have you.
I'm tired of this shit, dude.
I'm gonna be bad.
I mean,
I know that.
I don't
No,
know.
you
People
know who
were
ain't been
telling me
doing
that
nothing?
Brago did not. You told me Brago
Here
did
he
not
go.
like. How did he not like the chapter? He has to hate Zoro. He just has to.
Well, it's not that he didn't like the chapter. I don't know. I don't want
You ain't
to.
like
I didn't. I didn't either.
why you ain't like the chapter, Wallow?
This shit, bro. I'm tired of this. Yo, man. I'm so sick of this lollygagging trash right now. But at the same time,
Wait, what does that mean?
Bro. Man,
what do you mean?
Bro, it's yo. You see my name, Fruit, bro? You know what my name is?
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
Come on, Wallow.
Yeah, damn, I'm so damn sick of seeing all these other man. Show me these calamities. Do something.
I'm a little offended that the only fat commander Kaido got is this motherfucker sitting on his ass.
No, but I just came in and just hop in for a little bit. I ain't read the chapter.
Y'all gonna have a separate conversation while he's talking?
Did you just say you haven't read the chapter?
He hasn't read like the last 4.
Yeah, I don't care to read it right now. It's the same stuff.
I heard Chatty haven't read one at all.
Chatty hasn't even read Hope.
Everybody hater, guys.
Oh man.
I think the last arc Chatty read, Steve-O, was Dressrosa. Ever since Dressrosa, he hasn't read a chapter.
Nah,
wait, what? There's no way that's true.
I swear to God.
Chatty reads.
No, he
Chatty
don't.
reads.
He don't read it. I'm telling you. I put
Dude,
money
I've
on
talked
that.
to Chatty about shit in the fucking arc. Like, what the fuck?
Of course, because he's in Discord all the time and hears us argue about it 24/7. So he knows what's happening.
He's told me this before. He doesn't actually read it. Like, he just knows what happens because so many people around him talk about it for a few hours. He's like, all right,
so weird.
Yo,
really weird.
I am never arguing with Chatty again.
That might be the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Chatty don't argue.
That's why I don't argue with.
Chatty don't argue no more. Chatty hasn't argued with us since the start of Brago's Discord.
That is true.
Ever since we got into Whole Cake and we had Janoi and all of them creditless niggas come into the Discord, he ain't argued with us since.
Man, all he do is scream.
Exactly. He don't care no more. He broken.
He broken.
A shell of the former Chatty he was.
Yeah, that's a fact.
A shell.
King Jordan.
Yeah, King Jordan.
Oh damn.
Nigga, he was asking me to join. He just taking up a spot in the game and read the chapter. Get out of here.
Yeah, but he read the spoilers. He gonna have an opinion.
He good. He
Let him speak his opinion.
In the chat.
An opinion on somebody that don't read. Nah.
It's like, why do you think Toddy not getting invited? Why do you think Toddy ain't here?
He caught up on the wiki.
Why do you think
But we
Toddy
don't
not
give
here?
Steve-O shit for that.
Listen, man, I don't need to hear anyone.
Toddy ain't here because he been running, bro.
Wiki nigga. Steve-O.
Toddy been running, bro.
You said Toddy? Toddy don't read
I
shit.
write it, man.
Yeah, bro. Ever since goddamn Big Mom turned to fodder shit, like, bro, come on, man.
Can you blame him though? Like,
gave
to
up
be
on
fair,
he will never.
that was like
that
that
shit.
was like his thing. Like, he believed
Mama
that Oda wasn't
G.
gonna do
Oh
Big
my
Mom
God.
bad, and
Mama G.
Plugs.
oh dear.
Man, try to be man. Hey, so you remember that day we was in the D&D Discord, bro? And that boy was talking down on Kaido, and I ain't seen him since.
Number one defender Wallow came to the rescue.
Hey,
You had to
listen.
that day because you just named every fucked up shit Big Mom has done since.
Man.
I'm telling you, he refuses to. Yeah, I can't. Toddy loved Big Mom way too much.
I ain't seen him since, bro.
That's what happens when you talk about. That's what happens when you love my
friend. This nigga on the line.
Hey, Vergo, bro.
I knew it was you. I knew it was you.
Ain't your character dead?
Ain't your character about to die?
My character can't die, fool.
That's what you
We'll see about that.
We'll see about that.
Man, so your character is good as dead, bro. Usopp. Soft dude out of here, man.
I promise you
What
that.
trash
He will never
shit.
die. He will never die. Yeah. I just can't wait till the argument switch up. I'll wait. Don't worry. I have a lot of patience.
I'm gonna go. Hold on. So Senpai.
Senpai, you're talking about how Lost Cruise been captured a long time ago.
You said Senpai is in here?
Yo.
Oh, Devi, what up?
Oh, chill out, little blue nigga.
Wait, why you saying his name?
And his name is Devi, man. Come on, bro.
You gonna tell little blue nigga?
Devi.
The most useful little blue nigga we know.
Oh man.
Gohan Anchor there. Vergo was thinking like I should have just done a live reaction and shut things down. You're right. But now we got 50 watching. I appreciate y'all. Esketit. First of all, Senpai, you see it, right? What do you think about that Zoro exchange? The manslayer.
I hope that the manslayer ain't dead, because if he's dead, that's trash as hell, boy.
Garbage.
He is
garbage.
He does.
I mean, is he that garbage?
Like he's the first person we've seen in the new world actually land a hit on Zoro. So
though he had help.
Hey, bro, look, man, I hate when niggas throw that shit, bro. Like, look, man, fuck all that bullshit, bro. Look, these nigga pirates, bro. You got to be able to fade.
That doesn't mean anything. I hate when people use that. That's like the dumbest argument.
Yeah, well, he got jumped and all that. I don't care about that. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, I hate this character, but like, you can't just use that excuse. Like, it was a 1v2, pure, like, period. Like, yeah, it happened, but it doesn't.
Yo, hey, so, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's how you know these are Zoro suck offs. Look, first of all, Fruit. Hey, I'm of the narrative. I don't give a damn what type of situation it is, unless it's 1v50. Unless it's 1v50, nigga, don't say shit. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, but what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That literally means nothing.
That's my point. Everything you saying mean nothing.
Oh man, Wallow, I'm actually curious. What age were you diagnosed with autism?
Hey, the same age your mother had it.
What's wrong with having autism, huh?
Okay, so 7.
What is happening?
Anyway,
I mean, I'm sorry. It's
anyway, bro. Look,
it's the worst argument ever.
I'm gonna go back to what I was saying, bro. He didn't see that. No, look, that's why you could tell Zoro.
No. This is what I'm trying to say.
Crybabies, bro.
No.
Fuck what you saying, bro. Because you interrupted me, and I ain't getting to finish what I was saying. Before you
I don't like. Okay, listen. I'll tell you.
I don't care, bro.
I don't like when people try to. I don't like when people think they're making intelligent
motherfuckers.
Boys.
Listen. I get it. You're a real tough guy. Now.
Guys.
What I'm trying to say, I don't like
when
people make fucking
hey, Vergo,
dumbass
bro, I ain't gonna let the motherfucker talk, bro, because the nigga, he cut me off and want me to let him talk.
Man, let's just get to the point, man.
That nigga.
Come on.
Yeah, we gotta go ahead, tough guy. Get your shit off.
Like I said, man, come on. He fight. Look, I don't care. Like, bro, that's when you know it's some bullshit with these Zoro fans, bro. When it just, like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to hype up. Oh, he getting jumped, and that's the only guy that landed a hit on him. Man, when the dude wasn't jumping in, man, they were just clashing and dodging, both of them. So what? We gonna sit there and watch that forever?
That's how sword fights work, by the way. That's how sword fights work.
Of course. That's what I said, and that's what I was gonna say, dumbass. If we gonna watch them do that the whole time?
If I'm honest, him actually striking Zoro probably fucked him.
I'm just glad
that's my point,
Vergo. Like the fact we haven't seen this man take damage since he stepped foot into the new world. The fact that's
okay. Are we gonna ignore what else happened this arc?
And the fact that it's happening now, I'm cool with it. I don't care that he got jumped. He could get jumped by 50 niggas. I couldn't care less.
Are we gonna act like him and Hawkins never clashed?
I don't count that.
What?
I don't count that. Listen, he was protecting somebody, and they was out of there anyway. I'm talking about a real swords out nigga took off the jacket and all that. That was surrounded by flowers and shit. It looked like a whole movie, nigga, and I'm cool with that. It was a real fight. You know what I mean? It looked like one of the old Japanese heroes. You ever seen Hero? When they in the Chinese
Vergo, man, you the only one who understood what I was saying. The whole fucking point is that, bro, when he actually hit the man, it fucked him because he couldn't get his goddamn sword out the man's chest.
This nigga Zoro flexed. I was talking with Fruit about this earlier, which was actually really dope. The man flexed, kept his shit in there, was like, all right, you better let go. Dude let go, unflexed, took it out, put it in his mouth, and fucked him up.
Yeah, sure, but that's just on Zoro for like taking the best of the situation. I don't think anyone else would ever fucking do something like that.
Like,
that is true.
I don't understand the that is very true. Getting stabbed and then using that weapon to fuck him up. Like that to me is like standard Zoro shit.
It was completely badass. That's one thing.
Yeah, no, it's badass, but that's in the like the line of Zoro's character is what I'm saying.
So I don't want to put words in your mouth, but are you saying because in his character we can't appreciate it?
No, you can appreciate it, but don't sit here and gargle the man because he's doing some shit he always is not.
That's your problem. Any form of appreciation seems to be known as gargle.
No. Listen, this is not to you. This is to motherfuckers like Froob and all of his.
Thank you. Facts. Buddy. Facts.
We're last and quietly loud. And yeah.
Oh my god, bro, that's big facts.
Like he does this. It's cool and I appreciate it, but when you act like this makes him a monster, stop it. Like,
yeah, but what do you mean? Like this was how does this not make him a monster? Like this is like another thing.
I don't think this makes him a monster.
There's not too many characters in the entire story that are gonna keep somebody's weapon inside of them by flexing.
Like I could sit here and boo-boo myself because fucking Usopp fucking saw through walls and fucking shot a bullet.
That's the one time you can. Ain't got shit else.
I got mad times, so don't play with me. But I don't do that because he should be able to do that. I'm hype off of it and I appreciate it, but you don't see me sitting there gargling this nigga with two hands. Like the fuck out of here.
What we do?
Who does? Who does? I remember when that chapter dropped. Ain't nobody praised this nigga. Ain't nobody nobody
in the Discord, bro. You were celebrating the fact that he was gathering samurai. The nigga was gathering samurai, and you're calling it a feat,
huh?
Bro, where have you been at lately,
bro? Are you kidding me?
Huh?
That boy hiding under Frankie.
Heard me, nigga.
I really didn't. That's what I'm saying, huh?
The nigga was gathering samurai on the street, and you're like, yeah, that's a feat. Couldn't nobody else but Usopp do that. I say, get this nigga out of here.
Yeah, because it's
you see what I'm talking about? I can't talk to you.
That's just funny.
Bro, hey, like Vergo, it's like that with everybody who's a fan of somebody, bro. Like, exactly. But see, like you got people who are extremists. The Zoro niggas, extremists. Like, bro, I didn't even finish my sentence before one jumped.
Dog, your Abby is an Abby of Kaido, and your name is Hunter B. Swallow. Get Kaido's fat ogre dick out of your mouth before you fucking say anything, dog.
What's your point?
Because you're calling me a fanboy, and you don't even realize how dumb that sounds coming from Hunter B. Swallow. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? My name's not fucking Warren.
See, this is the point. This is the point. This is what's wrong with your argument. I was stating something. Before I don't even remember the original point. You jumped in the middle of it.
I don't even remember
something to defend Zoro. You didn't even let someone finish. And what I was doing, I wasn't even trash talking them nothing. And you jumped in that shit to say something to defend him when there was no trash talking about him.
Listen,
that's the problem.
I mean, here, give me 3 seconds. I'll go rewatch the clip and see what happened because you sound like you're spinning a narrative. You sound like you're spinning a narrative hardcore right now.
All I'm saying is the
what did I say? I said, fuck the fact. I don't care if he got jumped or whatever. Fuck all that. All we would have saw was him. They was dodging and all that shit, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Listen, this is what I'll say to you, Vergo. In the same vein that you got annoyed with me, hyping up Usopp gathering samurai.
I'm not really annoyed with you.
Hey, but I'm just saying the fact that annoyed you, you should also be annoyed by niggas getting mad because he tightened his muscles around a motherfucking shank in his shoulder. That's what I'm saying.
I mean that's not even in the same vein.
Not in the same. Okay, all right. Well, then maybe I'm on a different
niggas on the street. Which anybody can talk to someone can do.
Okay.
Usopp will tighten his muscles around a tight.
Okay. All right. So any Zoro second is reasonable to you. That's what you're saying?
Not what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm gonna just remember this. I'm gonna remember this. Trust me. And you're not gonna be happy with me. You're not.
Is he ever gonna be happy with you?
Oh, no, never.
Never.
Absolutely not.
Never ever. And I like it. It should be that way.
I mean, man, he knows he's my guy, but he pisses me off to no end.
Right. We wouldn't be friends if I did it.
I mean, we might. I don't know. You cannot piss me off. I'm cool with that too.
Nah. Then this wouldn't be fun.
Hey, but what has he done lately to help out the crew? Right
What you mean? The situation works like everybody else around him.
Hey, last thing I saw from him, that nigga said, hey, y'all, I'm telling.
That was some real nigga shit. In the same way, this fat nigga was just like, I'm gonna take every and any opportunity to stab you in the back. He looked at Law and said, "Bitch, if I get caught, I'm not going down for you, whole ass nigga." Real nigga shit on both sides.
Hey. Don't add in the extra words to try to make it seem tough.
Hey, you know how I read it in my head. He may not have said it, but that's what he said.
Nah.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know what words you were reading on that page, but that ain't what I saw.
One Piece real ignorant.
He read the ghetto translation.
Ghetto translation.
Always. If I did live reactions, every other word would be nigga. I'm telling you right now.
You will get flagged.
But that boy
not true. I just say nigga a lot this stream.
His shit ain't popping up
I was
on
gonna
nobody's
say,
feed.
like, is it a stretch that you're doing it already? Like,
I'm definitely doing it already.
yeah, for real.
What? I'm gonna hit 1,000 subscribers, and once I hit 1,001,
for saying nigga, YouTube got some problems.
No, I'm gonna have 1,000 subscribers, and once I hit 1,001, I'm immediately gonna be demonetized.
That shit was crazy, man.
It's crazy. Oh man! Oh my, wow! The chat is absolutely exploding. They're loving this.
Oh wow!
Good for them.
They are really. I guess.
Hey, where guy? Okay, there you go. I was about to say where he at, man. What false? Hey, where's the false narrative, my guy?
What do you want me to say? Like I'm not. I went back and checked.
Oh,
and it was.
Don't switch them now.
There is
energy.
Where's the false narrative, my guy?
The argument was that fucking.
You're not keeping that same energy, Froob. Keep that same energy, nigga.
Kill yourself, dog. Why are you sucking his dick?
I'm just saying. Now you tiptoeing in the Jordans for what?
I'm not tiptoeing. What are you talking about?
Right now, keep the same energy, nigga.
What is happening?
If this dick riding Kaido fanboy says one thing, I'm gonna go off again. Like I don't know what you mean. He's not saying anything.
I'm waiting.
So stop stirring the pot.
I'm waiting.
Is that type one?
Like the fuck? Like what he talking about dick riding? Like, bruh. I'm waiting. Where's this false narrative?
Because this is
Hey, hello everybody.
Unproductive.
Oh, hey.
Lord.
Hey, Vergo, where is this false narrative?
What do you want me to say to you? Like I don't. What do you want me to say to you? You keep saying, "What is this false narrative?" What do you want me to say? Like, bring up the topic and we'll talk about it. Like I don't. What do you want me to say to you?
Hey, I ain't got nothing to say on that, bro. This man, the one who said, "Oh, he's spinning a false narrative." I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
I've been hearing,
like, bro.
I've been hearing a lot of lag since I joined. That's just me.
No, you
good. It might be just you. I don't hear any lag.
Yeah, then get your damn internet fixed, my guy.
Yo, the point of me asking, right? If I'm like, yo, like, what's up with the live?
I'm back.
He's fucking with you. What you think about the chapter, Ty?
I think like it was a good chapter, but people definitely overhyped it because it had to do with Zoro.
You peeped the Zoro sucking too. Okay.
God damn it.
Yeah, like in my opinion, even though it was like, all right, because it's like what the chapter started out. The chapter started out with, I forget how it starts out.
It starts out with
Big Mom.
Big Mom, right? Okay, so the reason I forget that was like nothing really popped off with her. She just kind of chatted away, which I don't really have a problem with because we got to see more of her personality. But then they got to Luffy and Queen, and I feel like Luffy and Queen is the meat of whatever's going on right now. That's like the most important thing. I feel like that's kind of where Big Mom is going to.
Whose background is that?
So that's what all the action is.
What you mean? Why you feel like it's the
But
meat? Like what you took from that you feel is most important because he's the so like.
All right, so I've been hearing people complain about, like, even Zoro's fight. Like, people complain that, like, if this fight is over, that's kind of trash. Even Zoro had 2 fights. Both people don't seem worthy, and the way that Kaido crew is like, even with page 1, like, page 1 should be on Oven's level and like the Focal's level and stuff like that because they have the same rank. They do have the same rank. So look, even if Oven is way stronger, right?
That's me.
Every crew doesn't have to be equal. Like Kaido crew seems to be like he just has mad people, but they're not really that top tier like that. Besides his what those people call besides his calamities. So even though page 1 is like a top
headliners,
even though he's says they're top heavy on Kaido.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're top heavy.
Like Kaido crew got the numbers.
Maybe I'm fucked up, but like
but his people.
I don't expect much from Zoans. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. Like you got that.
One of the best fights in this series came from a zone.
If you're not one of these named faders, and you're not like if you're just a Zoan, you know what I'm saying, and you're underneath somebody, like you're not. I'm not expecting for you to be doing all of this devastation.
What's going through your head?
I hear what you're saying,
crazy as hell.
But I hear what you're saying, but like at the same time, before Sanji had his raid suit, page 1 was giving him problems. So it's not like he was some scrub.
For sure.
But he got off screen.
That raid amplified.
Man, we don't even know what happened, bro. It
don't matter what happened. He got off screen.
I think it's a little wild for people to think that he ran away.
I mean, we heard him scream out like a bitch.
It's not that he ran away, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Sanji did clap him, but with a zone, they're
durable.
What we saw in Impel Down, bro. Them zones kept laying down. They get clapped, they lay down, bro. They get back up.
Yeah, that's
so in that time span,
they were awakened.
Yeah. Those ones was awakened.
When it comes to zones, that's the most. Other than that,
you gotta be awakened to do that.
It's not.
Zones are boring.
Look, bro, look.
They're boring. Wallow at the end.
You're not a mythical, like you're not, and you like if you're not a mythical and you're a regular zone and you're awakened, like all you are doing is taking damage, getting back up. Like it's gonna take a long time to whip your ass. Anything other than that is nothing special.
You can get beat.
All right, look, I agree with you, right? But if we like, I agree with you, but if we take that and if we apply it to Jack, because from what I've seen, Jack is awakened to me. Like, I don't need these characters to explain that they're awakened. I can see the traits.
Yeah.
Jack just got back up, fought for days, got back up, got back. Like, he's a monster, son. Yeah. So when you're trash, it's whack. But then when you're like Jack, like.
Yeah, but again, that's
you're almost unstoppable. He's like a
top heavy. It's a specific.
I wonder what they're gonna do actually.
That use that awakening shit and are devastating in their own right, but overall.
But here's the problem. I have what you're saying. So because you're saying,
while we talking about
look at who most of these zones are going against. All these zones are going against fucking Luffy, dude.
Listen, what I told you at the start of the stream. I'm not surprised how Oda handled Luffy no more. So duh.
And I think I heard somebody. I think I heard somebody making noise when I said like some sarcastic noise when I said like page 1 and Oven have the same rank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to say this. So when Sanji did fight the Foku and Oven, right? He wasn't really outclassed by them. So imagine if he had the raid suit, he probably could have beat them like he did page 1 too. So
nah,
you don't really know.
bro.
You know what I mean? That raid suit is some serious stuff.
That's not a terrible assumption.
I mean, I kind of agree.
When you put it like that, that's not a terrible assumption.
Way more impressive than page 1 did.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Oven seemed Way more impressive.
We didn't see shit.
Fire is just cool though. So, like, are you really sure?
Because we didn't get a chance to. He got
Wait, but Milo, how do you figure that when all page 1 did was just jump up and slap?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and he didn't do anything.
We saw him
exactly.
But what we did see though,
shit from page 1. He was sitting there screaming and crying and being like, nah.
Ain't that what Usopp do all the time?
Some hold on. I believe we seen some of page 1's offense capabilities, which was good. Like it was good, and then we seen his defense where Sanji was like, he pretty much ate the hit, and Law was like, that's what I expect from an ancient zone. Like Law was salty at page 1 powers, and like just the power that page 1 had, because he was a zone, and Law was like, that's what I expect from like the last salty person I heard like that was when Mihawk was like, I don't want to fight a one-armed man. So page 1 wasn't no scrub.
I have.
But while we're talking about the Sanji fight, in my opinion, I do think that even though page 1 got off screen, I was more impressed with page 1 versus what's this guy's name? Stealth Black, because I just seen more abilities.
Sober
compared
man.
to the Zoro fight. Like we didn't really see nothing.
Just call him.
That nigga try to call him a whole new person.
I don't think. I don't think Sanji fight was more impressive, even though it was off screen, and even though we got all these pages of Zoro versus these two swordsmen that we really didn't see nothing besides the final blow that was impressive.
Let me ask everybody something. Let me ask everybody something though, real quick. With that Sanji and Oven and Dafuku shit, bro, was he really even competing with them, or was he? I know
Dafuku sent him flying. You remember that, right? He came out the genie bottle or something, and he sent Sanji flying with a kick or something.
Yeah, he slapped the nigga with a stick. Like a
he did something, and he sent Sanji flying.
Yeah, I don't like.
I mean, y'all gotta remember, like, fucking Sanji literally speed blitzed the fuck out of Oven. Like the same shit that happened to page 1 pretty much happened to Oven.
Yeah, he did.
So Sanji had invisibility.
If he had cracked him with that race on, he might have broke that nigga neck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't think the Oven page 1 comparison is like too bad. Like, I mean, you gotta realize page 1 is like. How many
people are actually taking an attack from Sanji? I mean, the man went all the way up to Sky P and came down with his leg.
I mean, there is one thing that like you could kind of compare to like Help, which is that Aladdin, who's like Jimmy's right hand man. Do you remember him? Yeah. He fights Oven on relatively equal terms. So like, I don't know if I would say that page 1 is equal to Oven, but I would say that like he's probably not far off. Like, I don't think it's an unreasonable comparison. I personally, for the reason of the fact that Aladdin is shown to fight equally with Oven, and that's post, Oven being run over by a ship or whatever, and him getting hit by Sanji and loads of other hits, even then he's still fighting Aladdin pretty equally. So I would say that, like, at least for durability, Oven's like way above page 1.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Oven can have more durability than page because he's an ancient zone. Like, he's taking this too.
I mean, it happens. If it happens, it happens.
But that's what we've seen. Like, like that's like saying that Dalton's a zone, so he's gonna have better durability. Nah, because Dalton's like Dalton. Like, come on now.
Nah, you disrespectful when you say Dalton now. Like, see, that's, bruh. We talking about the flying 6 fighters. We talking about some upper echelon people. Like,
yeah, of course we are. But like, Oven is also an upper echelon person. Like, Oven is probably one of the strongest fighters on that crew, bar the commanders. Like, he's up there. I don't think page 1 is. I don't think page 1 is top 6 of Kaido's crew.
I don't either. I agree, Sage.
But that's the problem I always run into. I tell people you cannot try to compare the crews. Big Mom has a well spread out crew with strong people spread out. Like, she has more strong people. Like, there's a lot of
that's not true.
You know what I'm saying? They got more hacks. They got a lot of hacks people.
I feel like
you feel me? But look at the scaling that we are seeing. You think that the third commander of Kaido's shit got a billion for no reason. Like they are.
Exactly.
It's hard to say.
Like, this shit is stronger, bro.
Can I say?
I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, do we really think Kaido or not Kaido? Jack is as strong as Katakuri? I mean, it's possible, but
No.
Yeah, I would say. Listen,
Okay,
I would
okay,
say
so-
in terms of devastation, but Katakuri, because he can't be touched, is a harder fight
Yeah.
for certain
think-
people.
He's more
think
durable than him.
Katakuri
is
Way more
better.
durable.
Yeah.
All of Kaido's crew. I understand. I think all of y'all opinions on how y'all view his crew is valid. Just the way I'm just viewing the way they're introduced and all of these situations that have occurred with them. I feel like Oda is introducing them so we know who they are and where they lie, but I don't think we're getting full insight to how devastating they are, because he just wants to give us a foundation of where they lie in the crew. You feel me? Like I think within that flying six or whatever the fuck it is called, and then whatever Apu's a part of, like I feel like there are people in that group that are devastating and will give us the things that we think should be with Kaido's crew and how devastating they should be. But Oda's waiting to show that to us once we actually get into the serious heart of the battle, instead of like within the first fucking 2 acts. You know what I mean?
The thing is I feel like if
Yeah, I
Oda
agree.
would have shown the page 1 fight like to its full extent, I feel
Thank
like
you.
it would have been like that. Because
Thank you.
I mean, the thing is, I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of people assume that page 1 was just trash. I don't think it was trash. I just think Oda off-screened it. Like I don't know.
I
It was
don't.
off-screen.
Yeah, you know
I
when they
don't know,
animated
like-
is going to be way
I
more to that
agree.
fight.
For me, I think
I agree, and I want to say this, like,
What?
What?
He trying to see a Sage talking.
Sorry,
Nah,
I was
I
gonna
thought
say
so,
for
Sage
me,
was
I
she was
might
talking at the same time.
for me, I might like compare page 1 to someone like Yuan actually, because Yuan does manage to get a solid hit off Sanji, like causes a bit of damage, does show that like he has got potential, but is also not actually that like strong kind of thing.
I don't know.
Bro, you just said you just compared him to Ewan?
Yeah, because I don't think page 1's that big of a deal. I think that, like, yeah, it is, but like that's from what we saw, they're not dissimilar. And to deny what we saw and say, oh, but it could have been extended, or oh, it's off-screened, that's just your personal opinion of what's happening.
That's it's not just personal opinion. There's more to it than that. Like the thing is, you got to remember, like when we saw, like, from all we know, we have headliners and then we have calamities. There's nothing in between for what we know right now, right?
Yeah,
so
I'd agree.
When they said that these are the top 6 from the headliners, you have to assume that people like Oven, people like Daifuku, they would be those flying 6 in Big Mom's crew. So like that's the comparison there.
Yeah, the veterans. Yeah.
I'm just not sure I make it. Like, I feel like the Flying Six are a team that is stronger than some of the headliners, but I don't think they're, especially because X-Drake's in it, I don't think they're the top headliners.
Man, one of the things,
like, I think they're up there, but I think they're one of maybe 2 squads, or if they are the only squad, then like that just throws everything way off for me.
But
I mean, I don't see so, because like the thing is,
I would be very surprised if it's just
X Drake is one of those 6 though. So
yeah, exactly.
So
and we know that X Drake's
page
got a
1
problem. Like, we know that he's got a very specific problem that makes him not as capable at battle as like some of the other.
Whoa, I wouldn't agree with that. X Drake is a monster, and it's like okay, like he can't get that type of bounty he had. He had a supernova bounty. And then he's top 6. Like, I don't think he's all of this, and then he's scared of blood. Like, the way that I took it when Law asked, because you know what I mean. Like, this dude went to Kaido territory. If you touch saying me, Kaido will be mad.
That he was scared of boobs.
I mean, he's scared.
And then if we take this recent situation, he was. If we take this recent situation. But look, if we take this recent situation, the comedy aside, he was like, "Yo, where's Osaba mask? Like, I just want the head dude. Like, I don't care about the fodder inside the bath." So like, X Drake isn't playing around, in my opinion. And when Law asked X Drake, like, how many people have you killed? I took it a different way, because I was around a similar time when X Drake, when Law gave the 100 hearts or something like that, whatever Law did. which was some savage stuff. I think X Rick has this crazy side where he just be killing people and he'll OD. So like I think that's why he acts.
About like how once Sanji put on that raid suit, all of a sudden niggas is praising the shit out of his fucking black stealth shit, man. Like, no hype,
especially on Twitter, man.
There was none of that for Sanji. Soon as he put on the raid suit, niggas is boo-booing themselves, talking about, oh shit, that's
in the community. The community.
Bro, what you talking about? Look.
Honestly, what are we talking about? Everyone's screaming.
It ain't brand new.
Well, that's
there's somebody in my chat, bro. There's somebody in my chat right now named Prince Sanji. You would have not seen that 2 years ago.
No, but the thing about that is, bro, you feel me? What you was talking about, so, bro, is because how much people have we really seen from the North Blue? Like, we ain't really see too much of them until we got into Sanji shit, bro. And then you start seeing these boys like, damn, bro, that's stealth.
We gotta keep it.
Batman. Look, bro, that's Batman.
When Luffy pull up somewhere, like people know in their heads, like, oh shit, that's Jawhead Luffy, nigga. Or even with Zoro, oh shit, that's Rowan with Zoro, nigga. There was never that with Sanji. Soon as he get black stuff, shit, nigga, that's black stuff.
That's Superman.
Bro, like I said, bro, the boys grew up and they love that comic, bro.
Like being realistic, right? His family is the legendary or the mythical. I forgot what they called Germa.
Mythical army,
mythical or whatever they called it.
Mythical army.
There's some serious people, yeah. And then I always said Sanji and Zoro was equal. They just have different stats. So if people was always saying like, "Yo, Zoro that dude," but then Sanji was kind of nerfed because he never had his raid suit. And now that he got his raid suit. Now that Sanji got his raid suit, he's not really nerfed anymore.
Yeah.
It's like so he's gonna be that dude. And then the raid suit, it wasn't like a make.
What did you say?
The raid suit gave him defense, it gave him speed, it gave him invisibility. Like, you know what I mean? Like from what Zoro fight, he didn't have none of that special stuff. You know what I mean? So like raid suit Sanji looking better than Zoro right now. And to Zoro,
he's not wrong.
Just ability wise.
The mask. If it wasn't for
all
the
this bias stuff aside,
Sanji wouldn't be doing nothing. Right
I mean,
the
thing is,
I'm telling you.
I mean, we can't really say that, right? Because we don't know how strong this Manslayer guy is. Like everyone assumed that he's trash just because Zoro killed him, but we have no idea how strong he is.
No, he's definitely strong.
All right.
Zoro said he's strong.
I get what you're saying, but I think page one.
I gave you that example.
I think that they're at least equal. I think they're at least equal.
Because check this out.
Wait, what?
All right, if page one was one of the top 6, and then part of Zoro fight, like Sanji really fought this guy 1v1. He was struggling before he went into his stealth black, and then with Zoro, his fight was kind of comedic. Like he had this fighter guy, like you're open and like getting into the fight. You know what I mean? Zoro only took
That's worse than Zoro.
One, like dude is not on page one level. I definitely didn't see that. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Wait, why? He was going blow for blow with Zoro. What do you mean?
No. Zoro acknowledged he wasn't no scrub. But
let me turn your mic up.
You see the difference that all right, look, like the guy only was able to damage Zoro because the other guy was poking at Zoro, and Zoro wasn't really taking that guy serious.
No.
I
agree with you on that, Ty. But you got to take the thing is, it's hard to gauge swordsman like battles just from like panels, right? Because it's mainly just like clashes with swords. But like if you like look closely into the panels, it's like they're like even pretty much. Like they do that huge clash under the bridge, and they're both even, and like the snow is like falling from the trees, so it's like showing that they both like threw out powerful hits. But they were like,
all right.
I think like,
but was they even?
I understand what you're saying when like. With this Manslayer, I think like the fact that Zoro acknowledges his strength, his being strong. I'm not gonna downplay him, but I like the fact that he actually fucking hit him with that one mean attack and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
But wait, Han, that's how it goes though. Like,
Sanji hit
wait, stop,
no,
please.
No,
one second. Remember Alabasta.
Let me finish before you go.
Okay, go.
Is that the fact that it ended the way that it ended leads me to believe that even he could be strong, but Zoro still got a couple notches above this man. That's all
Hold up. How many shots did it take to kill Mr. One?
Okay, but how many shots?
How many shots did it take to kill Kaku? How many shots did it take to kill Kaku?
But how long did it?
Zoro's fights are a one shot. That's how swordsmen work.
Wait, you say that, but the difference is that how long was those fights? So it's not the same
I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying, like,
I mean, this fight went on for a little while. If you notice,
We had like what?
See, this the only thing.
At the same
If
time,
you look at the paneling, it actually shows the passage of time.
All I'm
No,
saying
but
is
this-
I
wait.
do not like the arguments where people are like, oh, he got one shot, so he's trash. Every one of Zoro's fights, he one shots his opponent.
But this is the thing though. This is the thing. If you really want to compare them to like Zoro, Sanji shit, like Page One and whatever this killing dude, whatever you want to call this, a manslayer. They both got one hit Page One hit Sanji once, he hit Zoro once.
Yeah,
but
because of a handicap,
who?
Like explain everything.
No, listen. Fuck that shit. I'm saying who hit. Listen, I'm just going off of some hits right now. He hit him.
Yeah.
He hit him. So now Zoro, he one shot that nigga. You feel me? What
you think Sanji did off screen?
he ain't one shot that nigga, bro.
Sanji was like, I already said.
I mean,
Sanji fight
multiple times.
So quick.
That's what I'm
there
saying,
no
bro. Like, come on now, bro. He was in dinosaur form. He was in dinosaur form and got hit by the stealth black. Transformed, slapped him, and then got hit again.
But that's a stronger dude, though, son. Like that's top 6 right there, son. Like,
I mean, this is literally Orochi's like personal fucking assassin. So it's like,
Hitman, yeah.
All right. Look, but the other thing though is that so we seen that whole fight. Like part of why, like when stuff gets off screen, like we didn't get to see Akainu versus Aokiji. We didn't get to see the rest of Sabo versus Fuji. The way that One Piece is, like following the pattern, when they off screen stuff, that's like Oda saying like, I'm not about to reveal these people powers right now like that, like they special moves or whatever the stuff like that. Yeah, so when Page One got off screen, that's like pretty much trying to say like Page One is so strong, we're not trying to show you the Sanji stuff. So we're gonna show you a little bit of Sanji
what
stuff.
if it's Sanji so strong?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking about Page One because obviously he's defeated, but I mean like it's Oda saying like, yo, Sanji, this is a new form. I'm not about to show y'all all of this right now.
All of the shit that he can do.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean that should have been evident because he's not using Diable Jambe at all. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, like since he's still black now, it's gonna be like a powered up version of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like how Luffy has like these powered up versions of old stuff. So like for it to be off screen, like so I don't know, like for Zoro to fight that guy and it to be an easy fight, not like it was an easy fight. But then for Sanji to have difficulty and it was off screen, I think Page One is just a stronger dude. But I mean, people got to stop being biased.
It wasn't an easy fight for Zoro, though. It wasn't an easy fight. Like,
it was an easy fight because look, if that guy wasn't interfering, like you're open and taking blows, that Zoro would have washed that guy up earlier. You know what I mean? It was
that's why we already look, man. It ain't work out for him. It ain't work out for the manslayer dude. Once that dude did that and he attacked Zoro in the way where he saw the opening and he hit Zoro, it actually backfired.
Yeah.
But it's like no. I know it backfired, but like don't act like a disadvantage and a disadvantage. Obviously, Zoro was in a 2v1 and he was too nice to just kill that guy. Like he could have did, you know what I mean? So he's kind of letting that. Zoro was like, "Yo, the Black Blade, I can learn from this guy. Let me like that's what it seemed like Zoro was doing. Like he could have beat that guy."
What you talking about?
But again,
the big dude?
What I'm trying to say though, Ty, is that
the big dude.
You're assuming, like, obviously I'm not saying like this is 100%, so take what I'm saying lightly, but you're assuming that Sanji and Zoro are like 100% equal. So you're saying that like since Sanji had more of a tough time with Page One than Zoro did with this guy, that this guy is weaker. But that doesn't mean anything, right? Like this guy could be stronger and just that Zoro is stronger, like, you know what I mean?
That's not what we've seen, though. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna entertain that thought when
what do
I
you
see.
mean?
And like, all right, look, the setup for the fight. All right, look, like how. All right, so like when Luffy and Nami fought Cracker, it was a 2v1. You know what I mean? So like when for these two bad guys to 2v1 Zoro like that, and then Zoro doesn't want to take that fight with that guy seriously. You know what I mean? And he's just focusing on one guy. It's like you got to pay attention to the setup. Like if Sanji fought Page One and Buggy at the same time, then you know that like. All right, Page One probably isn't as serious as they make him seem because they're joking around with the situation. Like Zoro fight was comedic. You know what I mean? Zoro fight wasn't comical. It was like half serious, half comical. Yeah, like with that.
Well,
guy.
I mean, it was comedic because he was like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was.
Anytime the fat nigga try to stab him in the back.
It made me so mad.
Page One was dead serious, like, yo, y'all go on without me.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, you die, hold it down. You know
that
what
was
I mean? Like,
that to me. That was a testament to like how fucking like OP Zoro is, because he was like not taking the shit seriously, even though these two dudes were like coming at him the entire time. But I mean,
he was
Alright,
taking
you-
it
you could think
that
like,
seriously.
like,
okay, but
What do you
no, sorry,
mean?
no, sorry,
Like that?
I said that wrong. I said that wrong. He was taking it seriously, but like he never had like a second of like doubt like in his face. Like even after he got stabbed, he was still smiling like, "Oh, I'm about to fuck you up now." It wasn't like, "Oh shit, I'm fucked." Like I just got stabbed. He was like, "Oh, you fucked up." Like, you know what I mean? Like there was never a second where he was like doubting his victory, pretty much.
But all right, but
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
Luffy
saying though
doesn't do
is
that
that
either. It doesn't mean that he's stronger than the people he's fighting.
Actually, I don't know about that. Because when he got stabbed, he finally looked like, all right, you
all
done
I
messed
can say
up.
is that Sanji was very confident against Doflamingo.
Now you gave me the win.
Well, Sanji
Now I
was
got
confident against
three
Doflamingo.
swords.
So this is my theory. My theory is that if Zoro had to fight Page One and that big guy, it would have been a different story. Like that one shot move wouldn't have killed Page One like that, because he's an ancient zone. He would have got back up, or he would have transformed and went into his hybrid. Like Zoro would have really had to OD and do more to beat this guy. And at the same time, we don't know if the guy is necessarily done because the chapter kind of ended, but I assume he's finished. The manslayer guy.
You want to know the big difference? Too? A sword is not a foot. You get sliced with a sword or a stab.
I've
also
never
seen,
like
and
in a
let's
fight
not act
like that's coming at your head, bro. Like he,
I also gotta say,
I changed the whole mouth.
Hold on, guys. So we have 937 chapters of One Piece. I have never seen someone get hit by Zoro's blade cleanly and be up and get up.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Like it's a sword fight. Sword fights.
Yeah.
Don't go on forever. You don't.
He's severing
get a lot
tendons.
of.
He's severing muscles.
Hey, but
he's severing
Vergo,
all types of shit, hitting vital organs.
Hey, Vergo,
Not that
has he really
Hold on.
has he really fought a real like durable zone? Like I mean, Kaku just got the fruit, so I ain't gonna
What's
hold
his
that
name
to him,
counts?
but has he fought
Mr. One. Mr. One counts as a durable guy because Mr. One was still.
No,
so he
I ain't
counts as
talking
a
about.
durable
Look, I'm talking about these zones, bro. Because you know what? I saw Jack get sliced right across his chest and was perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think if Zoro fought Jack,
would be
he
a
would
different
not
story.
one-shot him 100%. Yeah, he wouldn't one-shot Jack. But I mean, if we're talking about like regular people, most of the time they're getting one-shot.
All right, so
Yeah,
I don't be saying
that's
stuff for
that's
no
why.
reason.
Yeah.
I be analyzing the facts. So like, let's really analyze the facts with Page One. I believe Page One displayed hockey. On top of that, dude displayed hockey. I didn't see this swordsman guy display hockey that Zoro fought. And then the other thing too is that even though there is hockey, like you could be good without a double fruit like Vergo, we still know that a double fruit is the advantage. So dude, Page One, not only did he have a double fruit, he had an ancient double fruit, like something special. When Jack was on Zoe, they was like, you have a rare delicacy of a fruit. Like, you know what I mean? And Page One does have ancient, you know what I mean? So like dude is just he's a stronger character than the manslayer guy. You know what I mean? Like he has the hockey, he's the top 6, he has the ancient Zoan fruit. You know what I mean? Like this guy was just like what did you call it? A competent swordsman or whatever the case was. Like different story. Like if Zoro would have had to fight Page One, it would have been like dag, like you know, like it would have been more difficult than what he just dealt with the zombie guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, the zombie nigga better get up.
So what
Hear what I'm
y'all
saying?
think about
like
that?
if the swordsman guy displayed hockey and stuff
Let me
like
ask
that?
y'all a question, man.
I mean, I don't think he really had that much of a chance to display hockey. Obviously, besides when Zoro hit him. I mean, like, there's no like panels we could see where hockey would have mattered.
But even that though, so like for you to have hockey, but you don't even live to use it, and then Page One actually being able.
Well, no,
to
but
flex
what I'm
his
trying
hockey,
to
like,
say
I'm
is
hockeyed up.
that Pika used hockey, but it didn't really work out for him that much.
No, I know, but
If
it's
you
like,
remember
it's
what
like
happened
based
to
off the
Pika.
abilities. I'm saying,
we remember.
like we seen too many abilities from Page One, and we didn't really see it from this guy. So like we can't really just say that they're equal because like they're not. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we didn't really see anything from Page One. That fight was literally 3 pages.
No, I know, but it was off screen. That matters. That's part of like order. Like, yo, I'm not about to show you Sanji stuff right now.
Sure, but I mean, I don't see how that changes
anything. Ancient Zoan fruit. So look, ancient Zoan.
I ain't no Madara was black.
Nigga, I told y'all I was black. What are you talking about?
Madara was super black.
Had no idea, bro.
Nigga, I've been black. What you mean?
Oh my
What? You just saw the face? You saw the face?
I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, is that Mr. Jackson? And I'm like, nah, Mr. Jackson.
You are what is wrong with the world.
What?
Because
I'm
anybody
sorry. Listen, I don't see color.
Anyone that has
Okay?
good
I was
mannerisms
just
is
surprised.
considered to be black. I mean, what?
Bro, I ain't know.
Black
I ain't
Moderate.
know he was a
How
brother.
you doing?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Hey, Moderate. I guess he trying to
Chilling,
say you
man.
too well spoken, my guy.
Oh well,
That's
I
not
mean,
what I. Yeah,
That
you
is
see
what
that part
you're
where
saying.
that's not what I'm
That's
saying.
what
That's
you're
not what I'm
saying.
saying. I just ain't know. Is all I'm saying. No disrespect.
That's what
I
you
ain't
were
know.
saying.
it's cool.
I ain't
That's
know.
what you were
I ain't know.
saying.
I take no offense to it, man.
No
I was born in the
disrespect. I
80s.
ain't know,
I
bro.
ain't
I
one of these
listen. Motherfuckers say the same shit about me, bro.
2000 niggas,
Okay.
man. I
No,
ain't
they
one of
don't.
these.
Wait, you were born in
Who
the
says that
80s?
about
What the fuck?
Yeah,
about you?
yeah, I was born in the 80s, bro. I'm
What are you,
like
89, baby?
87.
Goddamn, how old are you? 50?
Hot boy.
87.
Whoa,
87.
whoa. We're
1987.
not gonna slander 80s babies here. That's
Oh
not what we
man.
do.
Whole ass up, man.
Man,
Us
Marlo, you a
80s
60 baby.
babies.
Fuck wrong with
Us 80s babies have tough skin, man. So you ain't gotta worry about offending me.
All right.
Yo,
I just had
I
to.
was not born
Born
in the 60s.
80s,
Let me ask
crack
you a
baby.
question though. What y'all think about that whole Black Blade shit? Like with just
Bro, that was the
you.
hypest part
Intriguing.
of the chapter to me was about the Black Blades. That was the hypest part. Cause
All right,
go ahead, Milo, go ahead.
I have a question about the Black Blade.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Does that mean, and I want everybody to answer what they think, was Zoro walking around using another man's hockey pre-time skip?
I mean,
Yeah.
to your question,
Yeah.
what did Zoro say when he very first held Shusui? What did he compliment about the sword? You remember?
He said it was
heavier.
I don't
He said
remember the.
he said it was about 400 pounds heavier than any sword he had at the moment.
Woo.
That's what he said when he when he grabbed it from Ryuma's body when he dropped it to him. He said this blade is about 400 pounds heavier, and when he used his 180 cannon, it actually fired off a lot heavier than what he thought it would have.
Yep.
So
it seemed like the way the panel read, it seemed like there are other ways to have a black blade instead of it just coming that way. Like you can develop your sword and it becomes a black blade. But just
Yeah, that's what Mihawk said, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Didn't he say any blade could
that's
become
what
a
Mihawk
black
was
blade?
saying.
Bro, Mihawk literally said from the beginning. He said anybody can
become a black
sword
blade.
can become the black blade.
All right, but let's be honest though.
I took that as like you just putting hockey on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's be honest about what Mihawk said. Even like Mihawk did say it, like any blade can temporarily get hockey on it. Mihawk wasn't necessarily
I don't know,
saying
but
like you can make your blade permanently a black blade because even though
That's literally probably what he said.
But that was probably what he was alluding to, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like
he
you
was-
can't
yeah.
say that's just a coincidence. Like that.
Mihawk
Yeah.
has a big black
And he's
blade on his back.
the world's best
Oh
sword.
yeah.
Ain't gonna know
Okay,
that.
okay, but
I thought the sword on
difference.
Mihawk's back was naturally a black blade.
Yeah,
me too.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought,
But the difference-
Yoru
that's the
might
thing.
be.
Yeah.
Yoru might have started off as a silver blade, a white
The
blade.
difference though, like even
you
though
using back hockey all the time, you're not using back hockey.
Back
even
hockey.
though even though Mihawk said that, the kind of difference is though is that like Mihawk always has his sword on him, so you know it's no way for us to know that like if Mihawk
So it
was
is
to
back
leave his sword.
Wait,
wait.
No, but this is
What I'm
this
saying
is
though
this
is
is
that it's no way for us to know at that point in the story that if
but
Mihawk
Ty,
put his sword
when
down,
you
you're
put-
cutting me off. Like if Mihawk puts his sword down, that his sword would stay black. Like Mihawk made it seem like he's always putting hockey on it, so it's always staying black. He didn't make it seem like he upgraded his sword to forever be the black blade. Is what I'm talking about.
no,
but what I'm
that's
saying is-
but that's how at the point we didn't know. That's how it seemed.
Yeah, but the thing is,
combine
at this point,
what Mihawk,
Let Milo go. Go on,
when
Milo.
you combine what Mihawk said to what we learn now with what Zoro said, you can't isolate a story and have that point frozen, disconnected from all other points.
That's a great
So
way of putting it.
everything we know now,
That's a good way of putting it.
Mihawk was probably referring to the fact that you could turn a sword black.
Yeah, of course. But I'm talking about like y'all said it in a way where it's like you knew more like it was something about the way that y'all said it where it's like, you know, like let's not act like oh like yeah, like that's obvious. Like it wasn't that obvious because if it was that obvious, y'all would have been
But nobody said
Wait, all I'm trying to say though is that if it was that obvious, somebody would have made a theory about it a long time ago. Like,
No,
somebody
based off
did.
what Mihawk
we
said.
actually
Wait. Somebody would have made a theory like based off what Mihawk said. You can forever upgrade a blade black, even if you die, and that did not happen.
But Ty, people have made theories about that.
Even
in the Discord,
it's not even that. I'm saying it's obvious now in hindsight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this seems like,
but don't act like it. Yeah, act like it was obvious.
The transformation into a black blade. I think that the impression that I got that it has something to do with more than just putting the hockey on your blade and that's it.
Exactly, I agree. Like they were saying, like you got to be like one with your blade and all that.
But it's probably the same effect.
To have seen some shit and then your blade all of a sudden transforms. Like I feel like with Zoro and his 3 swords, the one besides Shisui, the one that he got from Kuina, and then that
Wano Ichimonji.
Right? I feel like those other blades will turn into black blades just based on him fucking up a whole bunch of faders. You feel me? And I just want to know what you guys feel about that prospect.
That's what I was about to allude to because I ain't hear no one say it at first. Like I think it's because what he was saying was how Odin went down a line of bloodshed. All these people keep coming at him, and he's like, what if that's how these people make these spirits inhabit these swords by the amount of people they taking out with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what it is that does that to the sword?
I would not be surprised. Because it would make a lot of sense, because a lot of people have been saying that Zoro has been a lot more like bloodthirsty, I guess you can say, post-time skip compared to pre-time skip. And like that could have to do with like the sword, like kind of like making him like that. And I would think that would be pretty cool.
So is that sword Luffy have a black blade too? Or we don't know yet?
No, I don't think so.
Nidai Kitetsu looks like a regular. It looks just like Sandai Kitetsu.
Because I know they both curse blades, but
yeah.
Okay. So I guess Luffy's blade is not a black blade because it's not that a cursed blade equals a black blade. It's just that Luffy has a cursed blade too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Oda could go the way y'all just talked about it, do like a lot of bloodshed. But then again, too, since he talks about how everything lives in the One Piece world, it could become a thing that just like, and this is kind of outlandish, but it could be a thing almost like what happened with the Mary and how the Mary came alive.
Yeah. I like that.
It could be the same thing with Zoro's swords.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, probably
because like even Mihawk and Marineford said something along the lines of like, my sword shows no restraint or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Luffy, so.
Yeah, he said that.
He said that. I'm just laughing because I remember it was some debate or something like that we had, and they was trying to say like Mihawk wasn't really trying, but then Mihawk said his blade knows like his blade is always trying.
Yeah.
About that though. You know how,
what's up, Hype Beast? What's up, Morgan?
Hold on, BDB. Let me turn you up.
Yeah, I was about to say you quiet as hell.
Yeah, you look really low.
Oh fuck, I can't. Can't do it.
Unlucky.
Fuck.
Yeah, hold up. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. You good?
All right. Yeah, my homeboy at work, he was telling me some theory he has. He says, you know how Zoro says like the snatch thing with Zoro and Momo?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He said, what if it's like the voice of all things? That Momo actually heard the sword talking, not Zoro.
Ooh.
What?
Yo!
I mean, actually, now that I think about that, it doesn't really make sense, but I kind of like it at the same. I don't know how to feel about that.
No,
it doesn't.
I love great theories.
No.
Well, the only problem with it is that
Yeah.
Momo literally said Zoro told him to try out
That's
Snatch.
what I said too.
That's the only problem with that.
Yeah.
Your friend Rick got imagination than a motherfucker though.
It sounded cool as soon as you said it, but the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make sense.
I think I think with the sword upgrade into a black blade permanently, it has to do like with Morelli told Luffy too about your haki being blooming. So I think Zoro haki got to bloom. Which if you think about it, since he hasn't really had these difficult fights yet, in the new world, he really didn't get a chance.
Now, but if you look, my phone cutting you off. But if you look at Zoro's blade at the end of the chapter, like his haki doing the same shit it did against Pika, where it's like kind of doing
Rosa.
where it's doing like this whip like like it's like melting off the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever's going on in that, I feel like it's a part of that process.
Well, like of course he's getting points for it, but I mean like the transformation probably is going to happen until his haki booms, and then it's like his just like Luffy went to one level of observation to a next, and it's like Zoro's sword goes to one level to a next. Like imagine if Mihawk told Zoro, he was like, any blade could be the black blade. Vergo bamboo stick was the first bamboo stick to become the black bamboo stick.
Yeah, but
it was because of Vergo that a swordsman learned how to do the black bamboo.
But yeah, what do y'all think about that though? Do y'all think that that's advanced of putting your hockey onto a different object?
Yeah.
Do you think?
A different object? No. Like,
well, I'm saying because
you're talking about like swords, bamboo, like that type of
stuff. It's harder to put. Are you saying it's harder to put your hockey on bamboo than it is like?
Because if you look at what Mihawk actually told Zoro, he didn't tell Zoro learn how to use hockey. He told Zoro until you learn how to put your hockey on this sword, you can't drink.
Yeah.
So do you think that they're? I'm not saying the stage 2 hockey obviously was what Luffy's about to learn. It's stage 2 hockey.
I think it's stage 3.
Yeah, it's stage
3. Oh, you think it's stage 3 hockey? Okay.
I think that's stage 3.
Okay.
Like putting hockey on any other objects is probably stage 2, but invisible hockey like Katakuri or other people have like Yonko.
I don't agree with that.
Probably stage 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to. Yeah, it's got to be harder to put your hockey on swords and shit. Like, there's no way it's not.
Because invisible hockey has to be another stage.
I don't agree because we see a lot of fodder Marines who can put black blades, so I don't think that it's a level 2 stage hockey.
What fodder? What do you mean fodder?
In Dressrosa, we see loads of fodder Marines use black blades.
No, but Sage, those Marines were with the Marine Admiral. Those are not regular Marines.
No, she has a point. Not to call.
No, I have
a
very
I'm
saying
she doesn't have a point. I'm saying those Marines were with Fujitora. That was Fujitora's.
No. That's what I'm talking about. Because I remember pretty much everything. So she pretty much is fodder at this current level. What's the girl who's under Smoker? She can hockey up her sword. And she's pretty much fodder.
No, she can't. No, she can't.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
Tashigi's blade did not. No, her blade did not become black when she went against Monet. Stop it.
No, but
her hockey up.
Even though her blade didn't hurt. Wait. No, but she has hockey. She can hockey up her blade.
She has hockey.
Smoker,
and she used it.
Said something. No,
but her blade did not become did not become black.
So what about the Marines that are just like they're not named Vice Admirals. They're nothing like that. They're just serving Marines.
Sage, I agree, but
wait. But based off what we seen,
I said those Marines were with the Admiral. We all know that there are tiers to different Marines.
Based on what we've seen,
are with the Marine Admiral.
So you're saying they're like
that's a higher quality of Marine.
What you're saying is there's fodder and then there's flying 6 fodder?
Of course.
Well, wait.
Hockey is hockey. Like it's never really been shown to us that when you make your blade black, that's more dangerous than you just having hockey. Like pretty much any hockey,
but
you cut a Logia, you cut.
Why did Smoker distinctly tell Tashigi to get out of Law's room? You remember what he told her?
Yeah, it was hockey related, but she still has that kind of hockey to
okay, but he told her your hockey is too weak. Get out of here.
So listen to my
there's
wording.
levels to it though.
Here's the problem though, because listen to my wording. What I'm talking about is that we said putting hockey on a blade. For Tashiki to cut a Zoan, right? I mean not a Zoan. For her to cut a Logia user, you need hockey on the blade. So even if it turns black or not, she's putting hockey on her blade. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Whether it turned black or not.
I mean, just this conversation about hockey, like I feel like I don't know if there's any added difficulty to putting your hockey on a blade. I think it's just difficult to conjure up hockey and clad it on anything, even if it's your own skin. And the reason I believe that is because of that 3D2Y special. Like Luffy was only successful at that point, and I think at that point he was probably 6 months into his training, and he could only put hockey on his arms like 50% of the time. So I think just the ability of conjuring up your own will and using it as armor is just a difficult standard. And that's why Zoro had to quit drinking to be able to focus and do all of that. I don't know if there's anything special just to put it on an armor, put it on a sword.
So my question is, so does that mean the Kuja Pirates level or understanding of hockey is like high tier? Because we saw all the Kuja Pirates shooting hockey arrows at people like nothing. Like,
you could put me on that island, baby.
But even but to your point, Milo, you have to remember Marigold. She did the same thing.
I got the golden balls. I don't know what y'all talking about.
She did the same thing what Sentamaru did.
Yikes.
So her hockey, it would be the next level of what Luffy is trying to achieve himself right now.
But what
he has the black rods.
And my point to Sage is, you're saying that because there's another level, you have to be a good, strong fighter. You could be weak with hockey. Like, I really feel
I completely disagree.
If someone was in a wheelchair and couldn't walk, right? They knew about hockey, they could probably put hockey on their legs. It'd be useless, but they could do it. They still couldn't kick a hole through a wall. I mean, hockey is about will. It doesn't say physical strength or anything.
But at the same point in time, it does kind of allude to the fact that hockey only blooms during hard fights. So we know that for you to bloom your hockey further, for it to develop past basic willpower, you have to be in fights, which means you have to be growing stronger and you have to survive.
Only blooms? Or does he say
he says
it
only,
does?
The language is it only blooms in high stakes situations. It's not. There is no room for interpretation there.
No.
Yeah, and that makes sense as far as like upgrading, because like your hockey color is not gonna change. You're not gonna be able to do all of this crazy stuff if you're not really like, a good fighter like that.
Yeah. The other thing I want to say is that like my personal thing with the stages of hockey is that like someone like Katakuri was showing us like second level observation, high level armament, but he didn't actually show us what I would technically classify as the very next stage of armament hockey. It was stronger than Luffy's.
I think he did.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. The reason I say this is because what we didn't see him do, and as I say, it was definitely stronger. It was definitely a tier above. But if we were talking stages of hockey that are notable, the reason I wouldn't say it was there is because he wasn't presenting anything that we saw Rayleigh do. And we have been noted that Rayleigh definitely has this potential secondary stage of hockey.
Yeah. Hold on. But I think the only thing I would say in contrast or to oppose that is that I think by just the way the art was and the presentation of it in the manga and in the anime, that it seemed a lot denser, and it just the impact when clashing against Luffy's armament, like there's a difference in reaction when he's clashing against people with similar hockey types to his versus him against Katakuri specifically. Because we see what happened when he went against Cracker, who was stated to have the hardest hockey to have a harder hockey than any hockey he's faced, and there was not that sort of adverse reaction. And even in the presentation of that hockey, there wasn't. Even the color was different. You know what I'm saying?
Point. Like Cracker had the best probably level 1 hockey Luffy seen, but then Katakuri had that next level. The color was changing and all that other stuff like that. He even did the hockey blocks. Like when he did the hockey blocks, it was like that.
The reason why I can agree with Sage, and earlier I said Katakuri had the level 2, but here's why I'm going to backcheck a little bit, only because it is a mixture of the devil fruit within that.
True, and I understand why Sage is saying, like, there is no question. There's a clear difference with what Rayleigh is doing and what we've seen Katakuri, Luffy, Cracker, and everyone else do, and that clearly is a different stage. But I do think the difference where Katakuri's hockey is there's enough credence for me to say that there's a difference between how his hockey is presented and how Luffy and Crackers and Dofies and all of their hockey was presented too. Especially in the anime, because the color was just different.
Yeah,
because Luffy's hands weren't hurt when he hit.
Who's tapping like that?
It just backed off. Like it just deflected Luffy's hands when he hit Cracker. When Luffy hit Katakuri's hockey, it physically hurt him.
I mean, his whole hand.
Yeah, of course. And it was obvious that Katakuri's was, as I say, a tier above.
Yeah.
But if I was to understand how hockey works in levels, I would find it hard to draw the line between stage 1 and 2. And it's
so
my
you would say it's 1.5 then? You would say it's 1.5
it's
then?
almost like it's like 1.5 and then the true second stage where you're able to do this kind of like outside armament and these kind of top waves.
That's not fair because
real quick, I was just, in my opinion, this is like we're arguing with Oda at this point. Because Katakuri plainly said, let me show you another level of hockey, right?
Yeah,
now, if you, right? And
yeah, he stated that.
we can bring up this argument, but at a certain point, we're literally
Gotta follow the
saying,
manga.
you know what? I see your point, Arthur, but here's how I want to see it, right? And we can say that Katakuri was level 2 or even level 3. And I don't see the difficulty in still saying Rayleigh would be level 4 or 3, whichever number you want to label. I don't see in saying Rayleigh was even better than what because Luffy saw what Katakuri can do, obviously. And then he was like, yo, I saw that, but even still, Rayleigh could do this. And that's where I'm trying to go. Right? He's not going to be thinking about the man that he drawed with, or some people want to say he beat. I'm not arguing.
Yeah, we're not arguing that. I think everybody in this call agrees that Rayleigh's a tier above.
Of course. But wait. Hold on. Because like I been said, I was like, do you think Luffy was trained by Rayleigh? So I was like, yo, do you really think Luffy, who got trained by Rayleigh, is about to lose to Katakuri? When like, even though you could look at it and be like, oh well, Rayleigh was a right-hand man to somebody who was on a Yonko's crew, and so is Katakuri. They should be equal. The difference is that Rayleigh did it for longer, and he's a legend. Whether he did it for longer or
to
not.
be fair, I think what Sage is trying to say, Ty, like she said, she acknowledges that with Katakuri there is a difference between the two.
Yeah.
She just doesn't think that it rises to a different level of hockey. She's saying there's a gradation between the two. Like there's a variation, maybe like a 0.5% stronger, maybe 1% stronger, but it's not it's not level 2.
It's not this. What I'm trying to get at essentially is that I don't think that what we saw from Katakuri is the same as what we
it's not as clear
from
cut.
Rayleigh.
Hold on.
And like I think that what we saw from Katakuri is more similar to Luffy than it is to Rayleigh.
Absolutely.
So I understand what Sage is saying. Like, I don't agree just because, like, you know, what was just said was right. That whole fight, right? Like, when Luffy started fighting Katakuri and when Haki got involved, I guess after he could touch Katakuri, Katakuri did make a point. It was like, yo, like, your Haki's not strong enough, or your Haki's not on this level to, you know, you don't got the color of Haki. Like, you can't surpass me, or you can't surpass my Haki to damage me. And there was that stuff going on. And then when Luffy went into Gear 4th, he even said something that like, or I forget exactly how it went, but it was like, oh, okay, Gear 4th is strong enough to damage your Haki, but that's it. But Gear 4th is still like, it was a whole bunch of that Haki level stuff, Haki color stuff, like the whole fight, even with the when Luffy was getting better at his Haki, his observation kind of crazy, like his color observation is getting like mine. If I don't hurry up, unthinkable. Like, so it was a lot of like, you know, Haki level clashing going on. So I do think he was at a different level. But the other thing is that like Rayleigh is a very advanced fighter, and I'll look at it like this. Okay, while Katakuri did not display the barrier top tier level Haki thing that y'all talking about, he did display some. I don't care. Nobody's like, he displayed top tier observation the way he can see into the future. You don't even know if Rayleigh can see into the future. Yeah. So as far as like, you know, everybody got to have their stats. Katakuri has this advanced, like let's say if we want to call it level 4, I think his observation was level 4. Maybe his armament was like a level 2, level 3 mixing kind of thing. Look, Rayleigh. What I'm trying to say though is that future sight should be like level 4, and the same thing with the barrier, that should be level 4. Like those are the same. That's the same level of stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's advanced, but you can't be like maybe Shanks could do everything, but like, you know, Katakuri is a master at the future sight. Rayleigh's a master at the
This is what I'm trying to get to, bro. Like, people can't keep trying to think that he finna learn because of he able to do this, so Luffy might do it too. No, we just seen that with Future Sight. He thought he was I want to be able to do what Katakuri can do. Nah, you can't do that. You got something else. You feel me? So when he trying to learn this force field of Haki shit, he's gonna learn something else. It's not gonna be the same. We don't know that for a fact yet.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but but that's kind of different though, because it was kind of explained to us that it's two forms. Like, all right, like if your observation is gonna bloom, it's gonna either bloom in the direction of you getting future sight, or it's gonna bloom in the direction of you getting the whatever you call it, the like you could feel it. So Luffy's bloomed in that you could feel it way. Katakuri's bloomed in the future sight kind of way. But if this barrier thing could just be a barrier, we kind of seen him do it at Marineford, and we've seen other people do it. So it's not like impossible that he could get it. You know what I mean? Like he just has to get better at it because it's advanced.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I think we agree. At the end of the day, we just agree. We just disagree on the specifics of it. Like, yeah, there's a difference between what Katakuri and Luffy was doing, but it doesn't rise to the difference of what Rayleigh was doing and what Luffy's doing.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So maybe his armament could be debatable, but to me, his future sight is on that Rayleigh level because he was seeing into the future. Rayleigh even said Rayleigh didn't say I can see into the future. Rayleigh, yeah. Like for all we know, Rayleigh can't see into the future, but maybe he could feel it. You know what I mean? So, for Katakuri to display that. It's like at the same time too. What do you need barriers for when you can see the future and just move out the way? So it's like Katakuri did reach that level just in future sight. He didn't reach it in maybe armament to make this to be able to make the shields. Yeah.
I agree. All right, guys. I actually have to go. We gotta stop it on down. Thank all y'all for coming through. Fuck off.
No, don't go, Vergo.
I got you. I didn't even plan on having a fucking discussion today, and you guys gave me a discussion and then some. It was really supposed to be a live reaction video, and it turned into much more. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation, though. It was great.
Yeah, dope stream.
Here next time. Thank you for coming through. Thanks for all. We had 70-something live viewers. That was great. That was dope. But hey, catch y'all. You know what the fuck it is. We out.
All right.
Strong.